Let's go. All right, so welcome everybody. This is a Thursday Zoom, Country Living Sustainability and Preparation. My co-host is my twin sister Kay. Kay, you out there?
I am here.
She is here. She is here. My lovely bride is out there somewhere as well. Bride, you out there? I thought she's between here and the children, so she didn't report in yet. We got people out there. Our team is here. Everybody's here. We're getting ready to go and have a great time. So you guys will be blessed. There's a lot of goodies coming tonight. Time is short, so we got to make sure we give you guys some great resources to get things done. Let's open with prayer. Heavenly Father, God in heaven, Lord, we come to you today thanking you for new goodness, new grace, new mercy. Lord, you did not have to allow us this day, but you did. So, God, we just thank you for this opportunity, God, to repent and say, forgive us for our sins and our transgressions. God, bless everyone here, God, that's under the sound of my voice, God, that they be, God, touched by you in a way that benefits them, God, spiritually, physically, God, even financially, God, so they can make sound decisions. God, thank you for cleanliness. Thank you for healing. Thank you for health. Thank you for touching those that are in need. There are single women, God. There are men struggling, God. There are husbands, God, struggling. There are wives, God, in distress. There are elderly, God, that's in distress. There are people that are sick that's requiring help. As we come together on this Zoom, God, that we recognize all of those things, God, and that, God, you just bring the minds of the people, God, into order, into their positions and their jobs and their status. So as we develop these programs to help these people, we be led by you and your Holy Spirit. Thank you again as we send our prayers and thanks up to you, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, in the most holy place of the heavenly sanctuary. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So specifically, I kind of pray and I target that because we're getting a lot of elderly people that are still calling and asking for help, that live by themselves. Some are in wheelchairs, some are incapacitated, have various issues. They make incomes, they have incomes coming in, and they're just looking to live in somebody's other room or be a part of a group. Or if you're a medical missionary, bring your medical missionary skills into play as well. Let's get your medical missionary business launched. If you feel the need for elderly care, let us know about that. Let us start match you up with people. You don't have to personally take these people on. One of the things you could do is just simply help them match up with other people. No pressure. Pray on it. Ask God for guidance and direction as to what you can be doing right now in these days, because God intends for all of his people to be helped, because he said, ask, knock, and seek. And that's what our people are doing. So we just pray that our people get some help. Everybody good. Anybody got any super major distress things going on we need to know about? Or anybody got any awesome testimonies that are also so great? We got about 2 minutes. I'm gonna let everybody else before we get going, because we got a lot to do. Got awesome testimony. Unmute. Thank you. Nobody got an awesome testimony? Really? Well,
I'm Joyce, and this is, I think, my
Joyce.
second or third time getting on, and I'm really happy to make the discovery of this group. And thank you so much and thank the Lord for your ministry. Yeah, I'm just glad to be on. Thank you.
Welcome. Our God is awesome. I'm just grateful because God just gave us He gave us a ministry. Like I said before, He even gave us the name. I said that before, and it just when you get there, God gives you something, it's just right and it takes off. So it was just simply things that I was doing all my life. I didn't know the people to give it to or take it to, and God put those things together for us, and He just blesses us every week. And we don't ever struggle to bring you something new because God provides. He just really does. So the only thing we do is seek, ask, and knock, and God provides. So welcome, and we're gonna make sure you get something out of this, young lady. So first, let's start by telling you guys that let's share my screen and take you to the website. If you guys have not been there, let's go here. There we go. To the Country and Live. The Ark book is out. This book, when God told Noah, it's gonna rain. Noah, I'm gonna destroy the whole world. I'm gonna destroy the world, Noah. Noah, I'm going to need you to build this ark. Not only did God give Noah a download on how to build the ark, he also gave Noah things that Noah needed to put on the ark, because Noah didn't just put two of each animal on the ark. Some was seven. And a lot of people look over that, but some was seven. He had clean and he had unclean. But that's not it. That's not all. Noah had to put things on the ark that they had there because everything left behind would be destroyed. So Noah also needed to put things on the ark that he would need for later, or that people would need for later. That's how I designed this book by God's grace. This book has resources in it that you will need for later. There are going to be extremely hard times. And I'll read some of the chapters, or there's sections here, and each section has multiple chapters. And I'm just going to read you a few of those just so you can see this book has items on board that you'll need when there's not just a time of trouble, but what's after that as well. Because God teaches us that our bread and water shall be sure. So Noah knew he would need more food than the 40 days and 40 nights, because it didn't it rained for 40 days and 40 nights, but it was how many days before they were able to get to land? So it was quite a few more. And then of course there was no food, right? So except for what they prepared. So there's other things that he brought onto the ship so they can plant, so they can grow, and there was tools, and there was all kinds of things. Today we look at resources like, what are we going to do when we're on our own ark? And that's where we are in country living, sustainability, and preparation in the periods of no buy, no sell. We have to have first aid. We have to have security. We have to have water redundancy. We have to have food redundancy, heat redundancy, keeping cool redundancy, on and on and on and on and on. Education, church, okay, evangelism, effective evangelism. We have to have redundancies in every aspect. This book covers so much of that. So when you look at the book, To the Country and Live the Ark, the first thing you get to before you even get to chapter 1, I'm going to read the table of contents for you, but it talks about this. It says, if you, and this is before you get to chapter 1. I put a section here that says how to use this book. So it opens up by saying, if you have 24 hours, if you only have 24 hours, this tells you what you must do. Turn to chapter 1, read the emergency binder section, and build your binder today. Then read chapter 10 for water situations. Then go to chapter 14 for heat, right? And then chapter 13 for medical. That's if you only got an hour. This tells you just where to go. So it says if you only have 1 week, I tell you which parts to read. So read through read parts 1 through 3. Okay, and that gives you all those chapters that's included in those, and that's going to hook you up, take care of you. If you have a month, it tells you read the entire book, but go ahead and cover to cover and go ahead and put things in proper order that you need them. And then if you have 1 year, okay, it tells you what to do specifically and everything to get through this book and to be self-sustaining. So what I did is I was able, and you got the redundancy principle. You guys know I talk about the redundancy all the time. So this book, To the Country and Live, is laid out. And then it's got the checklist principles. It's got for groups and communities. It's got for children, for seniors, for young people ages 16 through 35. Okay. And then why and it's got an explanation of why certain chapters come first. But when you look at some of the chapters that's here, and I've got quite a few, I got 51 chapters in this book. Some chapters that you won't see in anybody's book, chapters you just won't see, things that you don't hear of. Just as an example, you guys will hear about soil, the beds, the rotation, the composting, greenhouses, and all that stuff. But where do you ever hear about vehicle repair and all those kinds of things without dealers around? How to do fabrication, body work, blacksmithing, transports. I got all that here. And then we got, okay, in addition to our first aid and wound care, we also got emergency childbirth, newborn, long-term medical, infections, chronic care, dental, mental health, grief, and honoring the dead. Even in this book, it shows you proper ways to honor our dead people. And why that's important is because there's going to be cases where there won't be any law in the area. And so you even need, and you're going to lose people. People will be lost. If there's an opportunity for you to bury them, it shows you how you bury them, where you bury them, how you write it down, notations, log all that stuff in, keep all their ID sealed in a plastic bag. Don't bury them by your septic tank. Don't bury them by your well or by your food field. It shows you how to dispose of. I mean, it sounds different, but the things are in here that people don't always consider. Then your wood burning stoves and all kinds of things. EMP protections, Faraday bags. I mean, this book has 51 chapters and it's awesome. There's a lot here. The book Country Living, just about everything, was just about everything. To the Ark, To the Country and Live, the Ark just brings a lot more different stuff. These will be tools that you'll need that once this happens, what's going to happen, because our Bible nailed it all the way down to this argument between Donald Trump and the Pope. What's going to happen is happening. You want to be ready, because if you don't have those things, you won't be able to take off and go to town and grab them. You just won't. So this book shows you how to put the things on your land and on your property. Even when your wife may say, or your husband may say, that's just too much stuff. No, it's not too much stuff. It's stuff you're going to need. Even with clothing and garments, just because the kids outgrown them, don't throw them away. Don't throw them away. If you got a sewing machine, there's something called a seam ripper. You rip those seams out and you start making quilts and covers out of those clothes, because we don't know how long. And then at some point, even with our country property, we have to get up and we have to leave that property. So this book is designed to prepare you, like by God's grace, the way Noah was. So Noah had more on the ark than people even know about. He had sustainability on that ark for once the ark landed, and how to restart civilization all over again with God's help. So this book is showing you guys through those times, through those days of Noah on the ship, and when the ship lands, how to kickstart yourself off again to be self-sustaining, because you guys are going to have to endure. Because remember, we talked about that. Planting vegetables and fruits take seasons, take time. Trees take years. So you want to get started right now with a lot of things you do. So To the Country and Live, the Ark book, if you actually go to the website, therearepeople.org, and click it, I think it takes you right to Amazon. There's that book. The book is here finally. We waited. I had to make sure it was right, but make sure everything was good on here. So To the Country and Live, the Ark book is there. So God bless you guys. Any questions in that book, let me know. We're going to do some chapter reading together once in a while. I got no pictures in this book. I'm telling you right now. I got no pictures in this book. I had no space for pictures. Everything in there is in detail on how to get things done immediately, as I say, so we don't waste time. So I wasn't trying to glorify you with no pictures. That's why you get the pictures on the outside. This book is packed with lots of insight on things you have not even considered that other people have not. So you want to make yourself a real good professional and a help to other people and a consultant. Read the book page to page, recommend chapters to people, show people how to be helped, teach people how to be helped. Somebody said they were at a meeting online, I believe they said, and they said, and they recommended somebody for country living. They said, no, get Kevin Fuller. And thank you for that. But look, this is all God. So what I want you guys to do is you be the Kevin. You read these books, you understand this, and share it with somebody else. Everybody don't have to go buy one. When you read it, pass it along to somebody else. Get the book, and let's be a blessing to God's people. We don't have but a little time, everybody. We really don't. We don't have a lot of time. So I just want to let you guys know the book is out. There's both books, Country Living, just about everything, including God, more than a guidebook. That's the first one on your right. And then To the Country and Live, the Ark book, is the new book 2 years later. So our God is awesome. I'm just extremely ecstatic. So now, that being that, let's get right to work. All right. Let's see. Let's get this up here. All righty. So today we're going to do something different. Let me explain it to you first. And then so someone had asked me about Thomas, what did I prefer better? ThomasNet and something else they referenced. So ThomasNet is a directory. Literally, it's a phone book. It's a phone book with different companies and agencies in there. But however, there is major, and when I say major, you need to be listening tonight. There's major benefits with ThomasNet that's going to bless you all. But I want you guys to do this. I want you to imagine that each one of you now only got $4 or $5 in your pocket, or $100, $1,000, whatever you got, that you now own your own business. That's what I'm going to present to you tonight, by God's grace, through ThomasNet and through this Country Living Resource Guide. I'm going to show you and instruct you, and even how to get things free, F-R-E-E. Can I spell that differently? Free. Nope, F-R-E-E, that's it. Can I spell it different? Trying to find free. I'm going to show you how to get some great resources. I'm going to show you how to talk, how to communicate, what to ask for, and how to do those things. And you're going to actually have some direct talks with the manufacturers of items that's going to bless you. Do you need a business license? Not the way I'm going to show you tonight. Do you need a certain kind of ID? Not the way I'm going to show you. You can, and it'll benefit you if you do have one, but I'm going to show you some inside. Some people call them hacks. I won't call them tricks, because they're not tricks. They're just there. I'm going to show you different ways to carry yourself to do these things. So this presents excellent buying opportunities for you and for your brother and sisters. Okay. So To the Country Living Resource Guide, ThomasNet Mastery, how to buy directly from the manufacturers and below wholesale. You want below wholesale prices. You don't want to pay retail, and you really don't want to pay wholesale. Wholesale is what the retailers get it for. The stores get it for. You want to buy direct from the manufacturers at below wholesale. Automatically, if you're thinking about that, you're automatically saving money. Okay. If it's 7%, if it's 70%, you automatically saving money, because you're not buying wholesale, you're not buying retail. Okay. And this is a companion guide to the Country and Live, the Ark manuscript, because these are going to be resources that you guys have to jump all over, that you guys have to get, because you're gonna need them. Okay, so we want to make sure you guys got this. Okay, with that being that, we're gonna get started. Okay, so now I talk to you about the book, To the Country and Live, the ARC manuscript, and the reason why, because all those chapters are just in depth. They're just so loaded with things, with resources that's in there for you. And we laid that out in the framework for relocating and sustainability, for you to thrive, for you to be able to get out of the cities. But in case you're in the cities, there's also some help there for you. Okay, so we got plant-based nutrition, orientation there. Every food reference rooted in God's original diet, that's in there. Daniel 2 prophetic framing connects current events to this end time. Do you know even the argument that Donald Trump and the Pope is having is prophecy, is foretold, because Donald's coming in as the bad guy. There's never been another country greater than us. We can destroy out their whole civilization. But then the Pope says that's not right. That should not be happening. Donald shouldn't be doing that. And they get, I'm not scared of Donald Trump. And back and forth, back and forth. But that's lending power to the beast. And that's giving power to the beast, because everybody's going to begin to hate and despise Donald, and then the beast is going to rise up in there to stand in that place as a person who's bringing you peace, peace, peace. Prophecy, people, already foretold. So we're seeing it now. We're the generation that physically gets to see it. And I used to say years and years ago, Lord, I wish I was there to see the Red Sea part so that I would believe. I used to say that way back in the day. That's before I knew anything about Seventh-day Adventists. We're literally now today, everyone, seeing the Red Sea part. We're literally seeing and witnessing prophecy. Just do your reading and then watch the news. Read it again, watch the news. Read Daniel, watch the news. Read Revelation, watch the news. Read Genesis, watch the news. See the commandments being broken. Read it, watch the news. And as you tell people things, people are going to be like, nope, that's not true. What's the beast mark? They'll understand the beast, but won't understand the mark. And then they tell me God's commandments are no good. The commandments have changed. When God talks about a Sabbath day all the way over to the end of the Bible, from the beginning to the end, but people just throw it in the garbage and go with their own belief. So we're going to pray that God just looks out for people and help us at doing effective evangelism, that you guys get out and warn people, because I'm able to talk with people every day by God's grace. People need you. People need us, and we need to go out there with the right attitude, the right frame of mind. Our character has to change, and they need to see that. It needs to reflect in us. They need to see that different character, because you're going to have answers to things that they need to know. And this book is also going to be a blessing to you. But read God's writings. Read the writings of Ellen G. White. And I mean, she nails so many things. So with that, let's go right into it. Get ready. Get your pens and pads ready. What is ThomasNet.com? Okay, the original American manufacturing directory. They've been around since 1898. They've been around a very long time, not 1998, 1898. When I was at my first computer business, we had these big giant green phone books. They were called registries. Thomas Registry. That's what books used to be called, by the way, registries. Our job was to take those registry books and take them to a new technology, which was called CD-ROM. So I knew about this company in the late 80s, in the early 90s. So they've been around a long time. So they have manufacturers. They list all the manufacturers throughout the United States and Canada. They list a little bit more, but throughout the United States and Canada. So over 500,000 suppliers, OEM, or people that do their custom manufacturing, distributors, and service companies across the U.S. and Canada. 67,000 categories, from solar panels to sewing machines to food processing, first aid, and every product imaginable. It's hard to imagine any product that you cannot get through ThomasNet, okay? Through ThomasNet.com. It's hard to imagine any product. From the maker, y'all, from the manufacturer, not from Walmart. Walmart gets things from manufacturers, okay? So you're gonna get things from manufacturers. So you'll be able to get your product as cheap or cheaper than Walmart. Okay, 100% free for buyers. It's no membership fee to register with ThomasNet. Create a free account, search suppliers, request quotes and compare instantly. So let's start there, because I'm going to say that slower so that you guys know what I'm getting ready to tell you to do. You do not need to pay a membership fee, $0, okay, to register with ThomasNet. You just register, no membership fee. Create a free account, free, and you're going to get more free, watch. And then search for the suppliers of something you're looking for. Women's shoes, purses, long dresses, materials to make dresses, sewing machines, thread, seam rippers, nails, tires, screws, bolts, beds, hinges, knobs, lights, bulbs, lotion, don't matter. Everything you can imagine. Search and then start to compare from ask for quotes from each of the various companies. check at least 3 companies so you can find out who has the best prices and start comparing that way. And compare those, you can compare those instantly. And then direct to the manufacturer. Watch this. Skip the retail markup. Skip it. Connect directly with factories with wholesale distributors. You're going to actually match up with factories where you can buy wholesale distributor. Brother Kevin, I only need one. Brother Kevin, I only need one. Stay right there. I'm going to show you how you're going to get your one you need, but get it at such a low price, because you're going to also let that person know that you have others just like you who need them. That's part of what? Your business. So we're going to make that part of your business. So when you start talking with these manufacturers, you want to find out, what does it cost me to get these in bulk? And then you're going to find out how to ask for a sample. I'm going to show you some things. Watch this. Formerly the Thomas Registry, the big green book. That's when it was. That's what it was when I found out about them. The gold standard of American industry sourcing. They've been around since before the 1900s. Been there a long time. So the fastest way to get started today, you don't need a business license. Pay attention. Or an LLC or special credentials. Here's how to get started buying right now. So I'm going to go through this, and I want you guys to pay attention, because y'all going to be asking me some questions, and I want to be able to nail it for you. Register free at thomasnet.com. Okay, if you just logged in, thomasnet.com lists every manufacturer throughout the United States and Canada. They've been around since 1898. They've been around a very long time. Okay, so one, click create your free account. It don't cost you a dime. Okay, use your real name and your email. You don't have to hide, cover up, any kind of things like that. You don't need no business license, an EIN, or credit check required. You need none of that. And you get instant access to all the manufacturers throughout the United States and Canada. So right off the bat, that's good. Okay, search for what you need. Type your product into the smart search. Solar panels, type it in. 55-gallon barrels. If you're looking for aluminum barrels, stainless steel barrels, metal drums, plastic drums, type it in. If you're looking for water filter systems, type it in. If you know a particular name, type them in. Browse 67,000 plus categories. Okay, understand that. Browse those categories. Okay, and then contact the suppliers directly. You yourself can contact the supplier directly. So say I'm Juanita, and Juanita wants she wants a whole stack of baby formula. So Juanita's I'm gonna be Juanita, y'all. Watch, I'm picking on you, Juanita. Hi, my name is Juanita, and I'm looking for your company says you have baby formula that you design yourself. I want to know about this baby formula, and can I have it private label to have my name Juanita on there? Yes, we do that. We do that. And then what flavors, what do you like, and how do we reach out? Well, first of all, give me your website. Let's take a view of this and how this works. Is your pricing structure there? Those kinds of things. Also, okay, go over that. Tell me how everything works. They'll walk you through it, show you how everything works, all kinds of things. Well, how do I reach you? You're going to give them your website, or you're going to give them not your website. You don't have that. You're going to give them an email address and your actual name, okay? And they'll send you. Then you're going to say, listen, this is also what I want you to do. If you would, send me out a couple packages of that. Let's take some samples. Let's test this. Let's see that. See how that works, and then let's get something going. Okay, because I have other people, like-minded family, friends, brothers, sisters, but we also have a business, because I want all you all to structure a business today based off what I'm getting ready to teach you. So you let them know that, because you have other people. The benefit there is manufacturers want new clientele. So they'll send you out samples gladly. Again, I once got a sample of flavored syrups in a case that lasted me years. Literally, it was flavored syrups for mixing your warm drinks, hot drinks, things like that. Okay, so as for pricing, so as you contact
Brother
it,
Kevin,
hello?
Brother Kevin, I
Yes.
apologize for interrupting, but the screen is showing the website instead of the PowerPoint.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's share it. Let's do this. Let's show the power. Thank you for that, my sister. All right, let's do this. Let's redo
So
share.
Cynthia,
Let's stop share, and then we're going to share again. Share, and then let's show the screen, and then now let's bring it up. And now, do you see the PowerPoint?
yes,
Okay, so I'm gonna go slideshow and from the beginning, so all right, so here we go. So 500,000 suppliers. Thank you. Okay, 67,000 categories, 100% free buyers, direct from manufacturer. So where we left off here is, okay, so you're gonna register with ThomasNet. It's absolutely free. Search for what you actually need. Contact the supplier. Once you contact the supplier, okay, contact RFI. You remember this, right? RFI down, y'all. Write down RFI. Okay, you're going to see that again. Contact supplier and send him a request for information. Explain what you want. Tell him what you need, how much you need, and be specific, everyone. Okay, and when you need it. So if it's tiny houses, I'm looking for 15 tiny houses. We need them like yesterday. We want them to be able to be mobile, move to people's locations, want somebody to be able to ship them, those kinds of things. Know the pricing, the structure, the size, the bedroom, if they, if they're cold weather, if they're insulated, whatever. Are they fully furnished? The appliances there, everything. So you want to request that information. They'll send you all of that. They'll send you right to their website. They'll send you brochures. They'll send you pamphlets. What did all that just do for you? That gave you everything it takes for you to build a web page or a website for yourself. And that's what they want. They will not get on you for taking their books and their information and building a website and selling this product yourself a few dollars more than what you get it for. That's what they want you to do because they want you to order everything from them. So when you find out now, like we found out last week when the sister asked the question about ThomasNet, we found a site that you can get tiny houses from. Now you can start marketing those tiny houses. This is what I'm going to show you today. So when you do an RFI, request for information, make sure you cover everything. Explain what you need, how much you need, and when, and be specific. And it doesn't matter which company, you do this for all of them. It doesn't matter which company, you do this for all of them, okay? Here we go. All right, so now, place your first order. Most manufacturers, okay, individual buyers want people to pay up front. Not like this because there's no license required. There's no license required. So in some cases you can get free samples, all those things. But if they're going to send you something major, then yeah, you have to pay up front. But you can start this like, oh, let me go back. I'm going too fast. You can start this in 10 minutes. No business is required. No approval process. Just register and search. So you don't have to go through no agency. You don't have to do none of those things with ThomasNet. You guys can get started immediately, again, with over 67,000 categories of stuff that you can, if you wanted a dollar store, all you do is type that in when you register to show you all the places that you can get items to sell in your dollar store. Understand what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter what you want to do. So how to buy without a business license. So follow me, guys. And I've done this for a long time. You don't need an LLC or EIN or a resale certificate to get started. You just don't. You just don't. But there is ways that those are going to benefit you. So individual buyers are welcome. ThomasNet is open to everyone. Individuals, families, churches, cooperatives, manufacturers sell direct to non-business buyers, especially when you pay up front with cash, credit card, or check. These manufacturers aren't going to pass up on that money. Times are hard now. They don't have major contracts where they just have to deal with businesses. They can sell to who they want because they're the manufacturer. Okay, so this is going to be a blessing and a benefit to you all right now. So keep this in mind when you're buying. You can buy one, you can buy 10, you can buy 1,000, but you're not obligated. Okay, you pay sales tax, and that's okay because you're going to save so much money. Because you don't have a LLC or EIN or resale certificate, you're going to pay your sales tax. But it's okay because you're going to get it so cheap. So without a resale certificate, you pay sales tax like any retail customer, except you're buying from the manufacturer. You're buying at a much lower rate. So the trade-off, you still get a factory direct pricing for 20 to 50% below retail. Okay, you save massively even with taxes, even your tax level. So if something were to cost you, say, $100, and you get it for $50, and so you're only going to pay tax on the $50. And right now, the extra $50 you would have had to pay plus that taxes. That's a lot of money nowadays because money's shrinking. Okay, and everything else is going up. So you save a lot of money. So smaller manufacturers are more flexible. Companies under 10 million. One thing about ThomasNet that you guys will notice, when you find a particular company, there's usually a homepage for that particular company. It'll tell you how much money they're making. So you'll see that 10 million, 100 million, 20 million, 50 million. You'll see that. So a lot of the companies under 10 million revenue are often happy to sell quantities and orders to individuals. So they like dealing with you because they're really still considered the mom and pops if they're only at $10 million. So they like still selling to the public. They value the business and won't require corporate paperwork. They don't need it. Pay up front to build trust. That way they know they can trust you. And then at some point, they'll be able to start drop shipping and doing all those other things, knowing that you're good. So pay up front. Okay. Offer to pay 100% up front by credit card or certified check. This removes the manufacturer's risk and make them more willing to work with non-business buyers. Okay, so let them know, yeah, I'll pay for it up front. I'm ready to get what I want. Buying in groups unlock even more resources. Okay, so pool your resources with church members, with family, with groups. Buying 10 plus units, get the same value discount as any business. No license required. Just coordinate the order. So what this is saying, If it's a group of 10 of y'all, if it's a group right here, there are people, you all get together and agree on what you're going to, but we're getting ready to buy 10 tiny homes. So as a company, as a group, you're buying those 10 tiny homes, you're going to get those at the manufacturer's price, y'all. You're going to get them, you're going to buy these right from the manufacturers, and you're going to pool the money together, you're going to save a lot of money, those kinds of things. That's how this works. Even if you get ready to buy bulk food, bulk clothing, whatever you get ready to buy, because everything you can think about that's being manufactured throughout the United States and Canada is here, to include automobiles. So everything is here. So, but buy-in groups, okay? Use warehouse clubs as a backup. For products you can't source individually via ThomasNet, warehouse clubs like Costco, Sam's Club, and BJ's sell near wholesale with no business credentials combined. So it's telling you whatever you can't get there, whatever you can't find there, use the warehouse piece there. But also, if you know how to contact a manager or the general manager dealing with Costco, Sam's Club, and BJ's wholesale, there's a benefit there that y'all don't know about. There's something called either distressed merchandise or dated, not dated as in expired. They want to bring in something new, but they want to set this off to the side. They don't like it sitting there. They want that sold to be distressed or those kinds of things. Ask about those. Ask about samples. Ask about overruns. Ask about damage. I mean, ask about everything. And there's so many opportunities as there. It's unbelievable. I had a store. I'm doing COVID called 60 Below. 60% below retail. Had a commercial on television. 60% below retail. 60 below. Bring a coat. Don't bring a coat because it was warm. The commercial said don't bring a coat. But I was getting scratch and dent appliances. So brand new appliances. But when somebody opens the box and they go to move, it got scratched. Oh, nope, I don't want it. It goes back. I was getting truckloads of these appliances and clothing and shoes and all kinds of things and was selling 60% below retail, which means if I'm selling it 60% off the sticker price, y'all knew I was making some money. Okay, so that's the same kind of thing here. Ask about distressed merchandise, overruns, whatever you can, even irregulars. Ask about everything. Ask about everything. Okay, here we go. All right, computer, come on. Stop playing. Okay, so ask about here, let's go right here. Let's make sure I got the right one. So I told you what that means. Use the RFI system strategically for manufacturers, but you want to make sure that you ask about request product evaluation units. Hold on, I missed something. Bear with me. Okay, you pay the sales tax. There we go. Buying one item. I want you guys to know about this. Buying one item, or you can, or buy versus buying in bulk. Okay. Not every manufacturer sells single items. They don't. Some places only sell them, but we're going to talk about that. But many distributors on ThomasNet do. So filter by distributor and search results. So you can type in specifically what you guys are looking for. So say I need 1 unit for evaluation before placing a large order. Okay, so you can say that. This is what you're telling them. I need 1 unit for evaluation before placing a large order. Now, we're not lying to people. I want you to know this. Don't lie to nobody because you're going to get in trouble. But have intentions on being able to help your brothers and sisters. And you can check with your brothers and sisters. Listen, this is what I'm looking at. If I can get these at a good price, would you be willing? So now you go to this manufacturer and say, listen, I need 1 item before I place a larger order. And sure enough, they'll send you one. You'll pay for it up front and they'll send you that item, no matter what it is, what you're looking to buy. Televisions, I mean, everything is here. So whatever you're looking to buy. Then when you get that, then as you look at that, then you find out what you get at what rate. If I buy 10, what's my price if I buy 20? What's my price if I buy 100? Those kinds of things. Now you develop your business and you get going, get that out, put it up on There Are People Ministry and There Are People WhatsApp and everywhere, and let people know, here, I got something. Let's go. So ask about their online stores, their e-commerce portal. Many have direct buy websites linked for ThomasNet profile. Check if they have any Amazon retail space or retail spaces. Okay, see if they're on Amazon. All those things. Look for it, because if they're not on Amazon, guess what? You can take their product and you can be on Amazon. Okay, some ThomasNet manufacturers sell directly to the consumer online as well. Okay, expect to pay closer to retail for single items, but still you're going to get them so low it ain't funny. So still below the store price with everything you get. So you're going to cut out the middleman that way. And then buying in bulk is going to be key. Ask, what are your prices if I buy 10, 25, 50, or 100 units? Ask those questions. Ask those questions, because the prices drop based off how many you buy or how much you're buying. Those prices are dropping. They do drop. They tell you the price don't change. Something ain't right. Something is not right. So say so we're buying group pooling resources for communities, community purchase. This single serious volume without needing a license. Okay, this signals serious volume without needing a license. So let them know that you're looking to buy, you pool with a group of people and you're looking to buy in bulk. So you're going to get prices really, 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 really low. They want to get these products moved. What distressed merchandise is, so say this company makes 60 refrigerators a day, 60 a day, and the company orders 500 a week, and all of a sudden they cancel. We can't take this 500. Well, they got to shut down the assembly lines because these extra 500 is sitting on the dock there in everybody's way. They're not shutting down the assembly line because they can't get everybody back to work. Plus, they got to crank the machines back up. That take a long time. The refrigerator sitting on the dock becomes what's called distressed merchandise. So with distressed merchandise, they lower the price really cheaper than they normally would just to get it out the door so they don't have to shut all the lines down and send all the people home. So also ask about distressed merchandise. Don't forget that. Okay? Ask about pallets or case quantity minimums. These are the real wholesale price points where savings are 30 to 60%. So ask about the pallet or case quantity minimums. Okay? For every large order, ask about a FOB, freight on board pricing, and whether they'll ship it directly from the factory to you or to your location. So freight on board, ask about that, okay? For large orders, ask about the freight on board pricing because you want to know what this is going to cost. You want to get it for the best price possible, okay? So key phrase here, we like to evaluate your product for group purchasing. When you say that, you want that free sample or you want that cheap enough sample, they're going to send that to you. This opens the door whether you're buying 1 or 1,000. Trust me, guys. Trust me. You want to do that. All right, now we can get to this. How to get below wholesale prices. Brother Kevin, they're the wholesaler. They're the manufacturer. How to get below wholesale pricing. The secret, you're buying directly from the factory, not the retailer, not the wholesaler. So we should be below wholesale. So request multiple quotes. This is what you want. Or send an RFI to 3 to 5 different manufacturers. So you get one from, and that's you want to know what kind of, you want to request for information here. RFI, request for information. You want to know what they're offering, what they're selling, what they're buying at what price. Okay, but you want to send it for the same product. So if you want to buy tiny homes and you find there's 3 to 5 different companies on here that do tiny homes, and you get specifications or specifics that you like, okay, you get all those things down that you like, you can send that same quote to all of the different ones with the request for information and let them know you're comparing prices. Tell them that they're now competing against other wholesalers to get, or other manufacturers to get your business. So competition drives the price down 20 to 50% below retail. Okay, so you want to let them know that. Again, you don't need any licensing with what you're doing here, people. You don't need the licensing with what you're doing. Okay, and then ask for volume discounts. Every small group, church, family, or corporation or cooperative can do pool orders. You guys can order in bulk, okay? Now, ask this. What is your price break at 10, 20, 25, 50, those kinds of things with the different units you're buying? If you're just buying cases of flavored syrup, if you're buying cases of cornstarch or olive oil or shoes, it doesn't matter. What's my price point? What is the price break when I get 10 cases or 10 pallets? 25 cases or 25 pallets, and so on and so on. Okay. We just ordered a pallet of DEF, and that's diesel emission cleaner. It cleans the diesel exhaust. Y'all know what it is when you got I got a big old generator that runs on diesel, and then we got this DEF that needs to go in there. It cleans it's the detergent that cleans the diesel exhaust. And so we just got a whole pallet in. Then we get a call. I think we ordered from Walmart or Amazon, whole pallet offline. And then we get a call from the manufacturer or from the distributor. They say, listen, we're the distributor for Walmart and Amazon. We sell it cheaper. They just order from us. You can now order directly from us. That just happened. That literally just happened a few days ago. So you can order now directly from us. And that's what people do. Times are out now for them sticking with Walmart and Amazon. We actually got a call from the people that we can order it directly from. Right? So we can now get this at a better price. So that's what you guys want to know. Let people know, listen, I know we can get this for a better price, and they'll give it to you. So request factory direct pricing. This is what I want, people. I want your direct factory price. I don't want this wholesale price. I don't want the retail price. Okay? Tell the manufacturer, we want to buy directly from you. No distributor markups. I don't want to pay it. Many sell directly to serious buyers for larger orders. So that's when you want to know what you're buying and what you're selling. Okay? So you want to tell them, I don't want to buy from a broker. I don't want to buy from a distributor. I don't want to buy from a wholesaler. I want to buy factory direct. That's going to save you a lot of money. But do also make sure okay, that you have those people that you can work with and sell to. You're already communicating with your brothers and sisters, and they know what you got going on. And then you can match up with any church group, organization, or just people in the community, and they'll be happy to buy from you. Okay, and you don't need the licensing yet to do this. Okay, so negotiate payment terms. Ask about early payment discounts. If I pay early, okay, 2 days, 10 days, net 30, whatever. Seasonal pricing, end of quarter deals. Manufacturers are flexible with this. You just have to ask. So if you can pay them early, get them paid out of the way, pay them all up front, they're gonna love that. They know they can deal with you again. We have an academy, so our television ads get ready to start this coming Monday. So we had to write them a big old check. So they're calling back like, yeah, can we continue to do this? So they're working with us now to give us everything we need to get everything going, because they want to keep them checks to coming, keep those checks to coming. So we were able to negotiate better deals with commercials. So I said, this is not enough. Well, where'd you get that from? I said, I got it from me. This is not enough. And sure enough, they came back with another proposal and gave us more airtime, more reach, and people for lower prices. So you have to be the one to step up and use these things that I'm giving you now. So request also samples and demos. This was what's going to get you some free stuff. This is what's going to get you some free stuff. Look at the companies you're dealing with and know what you can get from these companies. If they're clothing companies, you're going to get some clothes. If they're fragrance companies, you're going to get some fragrance. If they're whatever it is, a food, seed, flowers, those kinds of things. You may not get a free modular home or tiny home, of course, but they definitely will give you excellent samples on flooring, carpentry, designs, magazines, catalogs, everything that you can image to do those things with and give you great prices. So request this, okay? So many manufacturers provide free product samples and demo units. So you can send sample units to be evaluated. So give me something, ask them that, send me something so I can check these things out, please. Get that right to me immediately. We'll be waiting for that. So you want to let them know that, let the companies know that you need those samples, okay? And that's how that works. And then ask about closeout and overstock. Okay, manufacturers often have B stock, okay, overstock, and end of line inventory at 40 to 70% off. And the reason why they don't advertise that, because they're too busy trying to get rid of everything else that's coming off the machine freshly. But usually the warehouse starts to build up, back up with other things that's sitting there, and it becomes dated to a point where they call it dated. It's still brand new to us. We've never seen it, but it's been sitting there for 2 months. Okay, so you want to ask about that. Do you have any clearance items? How many people ask the manufacturer, do you have any clearance items? So that's y'all's job now. They're going to be like, well, yes, we do. And so you can move right in on that, and those prices would be even lower, 40 to 70% off. Remember, it was 20 to 50% off. So now we're talking 40 to 70% off. So you want to take advantage of that. ThomasNet lets everyday people access the same supplier network that Fortune 500 companies use. Okay, so this is real. So the reason why I broke this down for you guys, so you can get a clear understanding who ThomasNet is when they list every manufacturer throughout the United States and Canada. I found out about them in the late 80s, 89, yeah, 89, I believe it was. In 89, I started working with the guides, with their books. So this is real stuff. It works. So this is your strategy to get you there to get what you need. Okay, now use the request for information. Use the RFI system strategically. So the request for information, use a strategic. So right there, include your use case, okay? Estimate annual volume and timeline. Manufacturer priorities prioritize the seriousness inquiries. Okay, so be specific. Okay, so what I'm saying right here, I can estimate that there's 10,000 people that want to get to the country living sustainability. So I may be looking at something that I can offer to 10,000 people, okay? Because every time I hear something, there's something about country living. So you give them that same factual information, okay? So use those cases. Estimate the annual volume. This volume within a year, I could probably roughly, again, 10,000 people knowing about this, we can roughly be around that. They'll now have the opportunity to buy this. And we're working on that via commercial, blah, 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 or however you market it, advertising yourself. Let them know that, okay? And then they'll prioritize that. And they'll get you the best possible rates they can get you. They'll get you samples. They'll get you guides and pamphlets. They'll get you everything you need to know to be set up to run, because they want that business. That's where they are today. Okay, request a product evaluation units. So this is how you get your free stuff, and how you get your free stuff we talked about. We like to evaluate before placing quantity orders. We like to evaluate the product, the quality, the taste, the flavor, the smell, the scent, the endurance, how long it lasts, does it spoil, this kind of thing, shelf life, blah, blah, blah. We'll like to evaluate this before doing a larger quantity order. Can you provide a demo or sample? Most manufacturers do that right off the bat. They build this into their sale process. It's right there right off the bat, okay? So utilize that. Again, I got a box of syrups that lasted me for a couple of years. I really did. So utilize that, okay? Request product evaluation units. Ask for catalogs and technical literature. That's going to bless you because now Sister Smith is going to find out you bought a tiny home from a manufacturer. How can I get it? Well, I can sell you one. Wow, all you do is show the catalog, this and the other, on this, and put your little markup in there and get the ordering again. She pays the shipping, all that kind of fun stuff, the team to set it up, to level it out, all kinds of things, and you're good to go. Okay, so this is designed for you all to also have a revenue, to have your business. Keep that in mind. That's why we're talking about this. So ask for a catalog and technical literature. Every major manufacturer provides free product catalogs, spec sheets, technical guides, and individual planning references. So that's there. That's there. All you guys got to do is ask for it. So keep everything I give you. We're going to post this up. I want you guys to go back over this. Brother Kevin talked really fast, but I got a lot of stuff here. And then another thing, attend trade shows. When you attend trade shows, virtual and in person, you get to match up with a lot of people. So ThomasNet promotes industry trade shows regularly. Collect the free samples, y'all. Meet manufacturers and negotiate face to face. My name is Kevin Fuller. Most people call me Brother Kevin. And yep, I deal with a group every Thursday. We have an awesome Zoom. I hear you guys are manufacturing tiny toilets. And a lot of people I know got tiny homes, and tiny toilets don't last long. What's the difference between yours or your stove or your tiny house or your solar generator or your first aid kit or your food samples or whatever? And give me something. Give me something. Let's see. Let's taste it right now. What you got? So we meet everybody, and I can show them the website. We can do all kinds of things. Keep these things in mind as you go out to attend these trade shows, because when they see your face, they can now deal with you. Okay, they can deal with you. Well, I've been hearing your voice on the phone. Now I actually see you. And they get to shaking hands and doing all those things. So keep that in mind. And leverage new customer promotions. Okay, we're evaluating vendors for a long-term relationship. This is you guys talking. This is you guys talking. Yes, sir. We're evaluating vendors for a new long-term relationship. So I'm looking for the best vendor right now for something I know we're going to need for a while. And I got a few other people that need it as well. That's why I'm here. Okay. This triggers introductory pricing. So they want to get those prices down. Free shipping or bonus products can also be there. So if you can give me something like free shipping, that would be key. Or anything for bonus for to get those things down. I'll give you guys a perfect example. The walkies that we're waiting now to come over on the ships, that's going to take forever. When we ordered in such bulk, our brother Bill and his wife did some serious negotiating where we got an upgraded walkie for no additional money, a super upgrade because of the numbers that we bought. What a blessing. So we're planning on getting one. We got it like 2 levels higher. We really did. So when you guys see them, you'll know what I'm talking about. So what a blessing. And that's what companies want, because we didn't think we thought it was going to be about 50 to 75 people. Our first order was 300. Okay, so we're waiting for those to get back before you order the second. But what happened there is just what I'm telling you here. When they go in with, look, we're evaluating it. We want to see this. We want to get this. We want to get that. And they took care of it right off the bat. So it happens. Trust me. I would not be telling you this as if it was not true. Keep this in mind with food, with clothes, with medicine, with tools, whatever you're ordering. Use the methods I'm showing you here. Even ask for free shipping. We just had some food come up. The shipping alone was quite a bit of money. So use this. Okay. Ask about closeouts and overstock deal. Closeouts are items that they're not going to make anymore. Doesn't mean they're not good. They're just switching to something else. Overstock, they made too many by 20 million, and they're just sitting there taking up shelf space. Shelf space or floor space is valuable. They'll sell you these for pennies on the dollar to get rid of them. So ask about them. Ask about them. Right now, at Dollar General, they're selling winter garments like the pajamas, the big thick pajamas at 70% off. 70% off. That's coming from Dollar General because they're trying to clear out inventory. So the same thing here. Ask these people about overstock. Okay. Now, those pajamas at 70% off, yeah, I stacked up on a $90 worth because they came up to $1.50, $2 a piece. Stored them in the winter's coming back by God's grace. If we're still here and winter comes back, we'll have them for next season. Okay. Ask about closeouts and overstocks. Manufacturers have overstocks, end of line inventory, 40 to 70% off again. Always ask, any closeout items available? Ask those questions. Okay. Here we go. All right. And set up a business. Buy wholesale. buy wholesaler and others, okay? How to form an LLC, limited liability corporation, and unlock the wholesale pricing plus tax exempt buying. So there are other things that you can do to make this benefit you. So you want to learn how to sell to others, get everything out of the way. Let's get this. You get out of the way too. I had to move that over, y'all. So you want to learn how to set that up. So if you don't know how to set up an LLC and unlock all that, match up with us at healingproper.org. We show you how to set up an LLC, how to get your business license. We got a business service to help you do all that. If you guys can't get it done on your own, hit us up at healingproper.org. That's what my wife Rita does, by the way. Let's get these people in there. Let's admit all. There we go. Got you guys in there. So choose your business structure when you want to do a limited liability corporation. Okay, that's the simplest way. Protect your personal assets. Okay, file with your state, Secretary of State. Some of that is really cheap. That price 50 to 150. It depends. It can be a lot more. It depends on what you're doing. But if you're trying to do grants and all that other stuff, prices may vary. But look around and see what it takes. Get your EIN number. And a lot of cases that's free, or some other. If you can do it yourself or other people do it for you, they'll charge you. I've seen people charge people as much as $500 for an EIN. If you can take your time, you can do those yourself for free. If you don't have the time, you may pay somebody $50, $150 to get that done for you. But it's free from the IRS at irs.gov, okay? Take 5 minutes online. This is your business tax ID number. It's required for wholesale accounts. So you want to do that. And then you want to apply for a sales tax permit or resale certificate. You remember I told you in the beginning, you don't have to do these, but now you want to set up a business, because now you want to buy wholesale and sell to others on a regular business level basis, because you're really doing real big now, because you just stumbled across something, opportunity you guys did not have. Only thing it takes for you guys to do this now, since I'm showing you the know-how, is now how to set up so that you can actually do business with other people. Okay, so apply for your sales tax permit and resale certificate. Apply through the State Department of Revenue. Okay, and this lets you buy inventory tax-free, okay, for wholesaling. Give me a minute here again. All right, somebody help me out, letting everybody in there. All right, so tax-free, okay? And the key documents suppliers want, you'll have it. And then open a business bank account. Now I want to open a business bank account. So you guys want to do that. Now you want to open a business bank account. That's going to benefit you so much, because now you got the business checks and you write these people checks right off the bat. So separate business and personal financing. Keep your business money over here, your personal money over here. Don't intermingle the two, because it's going to cause a problem in tax time and it's going to hurt you. Only spend what you know you can spend. But if you do this right, like I'm showing you guys, your business will build up. So that revenue takes care of itself, okay? And then you pay yourself from your business. Your LLC papers and EIN builds credibility with the suppliers. They're going to see that. And then register on ThomasNet as a business. So first thing you did is you registered as an individual. You registered as Kevin Fuller. The next thing you're going to do, after you do all those other fun things I showed you guys earlier, when your business is up and running, now that you matched up with these companies, are going to give you these very awesome rates. Now you want to go ahead and structure your business, okay? So you continue to buy. And this time you're going to, once you set your company up, you're going to come back and register as that business, because now you're going to get these 30, 40, 50, 70% off prices, okay? So register on ThomasNet as a business, update your ThomasNet profile with your business name, EIN, and now you get access to deeper wholesale pricing, okay? And then the net 30 terms, okay? So you can get some things that you don't have to pay for 30 days. So you can get those things in, get them marketed and sold, make your profit, pay them what you owe them, and you're already ordering more. So let's not sleep this. This is real. So let's not sleep this. Start buying tax-free and selling at markups. Just because you got it for $7 and it retails for $99, don't mean you have to sell it for $7. It don't mean you have to sell it for $9. You don't have to stick nobody up and sell it for $90, but you can sell it for $15 or $20, okay? Because you want to make money, continue to pay your shipping costs, your office, your space, your staff, and being able to buy more in bulk. The more you sell, the more you buy. Then you can be a blessing to other people, okay? You don't have to stick nobody up. You don't have to do it. It's not necessary. But you can get this at substantial markdowns, so you can sell them at a reasonable price to make yourself a substantial living. Total cost to set up about $50 to $250, depending on your state, and you can buy wholesale tax-free within 2 to 4 weeks. Okay, this is awesome stuff, by the way, guys. Nobody gave me this help back in the 80s. I started this on my own, learning all these things, because when you don't, go to school and see all this, a lot of things school won't teach you. A lot of things they don't want you to know. Again, that's why God bless us with the academy as well. We want you to know everything we can by God's grace. So I'm showing you guys this so you guys can know how to do this thing and teach it to your children. 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, jump right on this. Jump right on this. So show it to your children and grandchildren. Drop shipping with ThomasNet manufacturers. Now this is really good. So say it's bulks of clothes, bulks of shoes, furniture, all those things. You're selling furniture now. You got it on your website, you got your page up, people ordering furniture, right? Kevin Fuller's Home Furnishing. I don't have to stock the furniture. All I did was took the books they gave me in the catalogs, imaged their website, put my prices over their prices, which is legal, guys. That's legal. There's not nothing illegal. Image my prices over theirs, and now put my website out there on my own, marketed that via television, radio, internet, what have you, and then people are buying it. And then what the company gives me is drop shipping. So what the company does is, as you guys order, I pay the company delivers right to you. I never touch the furniture. That's what drop shipping is. The company sends it directly to the customer. You, the business owner, don't even get to see it. You don't have to touch it, those kinds of things. That's drop shipping. That saves you time, saves you money. You don't have to have a warehouse, all those kinds of things. That's good business. Okay, so you want to learn about that. Okay, so what is drop shipping? Let's see if I can take this up. You take the order and payment from the customer. The manufacturer ships the product directly to the customer. You keep the markup, never touching the inventory. Never touching the inventory. That's drop shipping. Okay, find drop shipping suppliers. Search ThomasNet for customers direct drop shipping service. Okay, verify suppliers who offer drop shipping fulfillments, warehousing, and direct to customer shipping. So if you're some of you have bought a product and it says, and you buy it from Walmart, it says if this product is defective, do not take it back to Walmart. Send it right to the other company. That's because that company drop ships it right to it. It's not Walmart's responsibility, even though you bought it from there. Another company stands by that, those kinds of things. But a lot of things, they go right, bam, right to it. Some things come right to your house when you're ordering that never goes to Walmart or never goes to Amazon. Amazon does have a lot of big warehouses, but a lot of stuff comes directly from the manufacturers, okay? Okay, how to ask manufacturers. Hey, do you offer drop shipping or blind shipping to end customers? So that way customers don't know that it came directly from the manufacturer. They call that blind shipping, okay? The customers don't want it, they don't get the manufacturer's address. It'll have either no address or your address on there. Many manufacturers will ship with your packaging slip and manufacturing brand. So you set up your company now. You only have an at-home office with a little bitty old tiny space. You don't have a big giant Amazon warehouse. They don't need to know that, but yet you can ship beds all around the country. Shoes, clothes, houses, cars, boats, whatever, all around the country because they drop ship for you. Set up your online store. That's going to be key. Use Shopify, WooCommerce, even simple websites. List the manufacturer's product at your retail price. When the orders come in, forward them to the manufacturer. As soon as those orders come in, I just got 500 orders for so-and-so. I send it right to the manufacturer. The manufacturer ships them right out. I pay the manufacturer. I never touch the product. Don't even see the product. Profits without inventory risk. You never buy products up front. If you can, not buy, because now you registered. Remember, now I showed you that. Now you registered. This is different from when you were buying products up front because you didn't have a business license or EIN and LLC and all those things. So now this is different. Profit without inventory risk. Never buy products up front. No warehouse needed. No shipping. Okay, no headaches. Your cost is wholesale prices. Your revenue is retail prices, pure margin. This is what we talk about with drop shipping. You don't have to stock that stuff, okay? And you don't have to, so you don't have to buy it all up front to stock it because you got nowhere to put it. You don't have to buy it up front to stock it when you're using drop shipping. When you're using drop shipping, you market it. When that money come in, you pay the warehouse company or the manufacturer sends the product out, okay? Scale with multiple suppliers. Sources from several ThomasNet manufacturers across different categories, solar, water, tools, food, and build a one-stop preparedness supply store. Each of you now, as you're talking with Brother Kevin or listening to Brother Kevin, can now set up and resource all of these people on ThomasNet, just like I showed you today, and start setting up individual businesses. Please don't sleep this. Please, 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 please don't sleep this. Awesome opportunity. If you don't take the next step that's on you, you're going to say, I wish I had a, when here's an opportunity that God has provided for you guys to make substantial income, okay? Search consumer direct drop shipping services on ThomasNet. Dozens of verified fulfillment partners ready to ship under your brand. So create your own brand, Juanita. and Shana and Kay and everybody, create your own brand and get it going. Okay. So this guides you through that. Not done yet. Y'all thought I was done, didn't you? Nope. Private labeling with ThomasNet. I talked about this a little earlier. Okay. Put your brand or product manufacturing by others. Okay. So put your brand and product manufacturing by others. 12,620 plus private label suppliers. What this means is I like seasonings. I like seasonings. I like Italian seasoning. I like herb, oregano, all my minced onions, my onion powder, my garlic powder, my all that. I like all seasonings, right? So there are companies that make seasoning. Matter of fact, there's one in Wisconsin that makes seasonings that's private label. So I could buy from this company in bulk or order from this company in bulk, send them my own label, and then put that on my website, and you'll go and you'll see 500 different spices. Kevin Fuller, Kevin Fuller, Kevin Fuller, or Fuller Spice, Fuller Spice, Fuller Spice, Fuller Spice, Fuller Spice Italian seasoning, Fuller Spice oregano, Fuller Spice whatever, okay? Curry, powder, curry powder, whatever. It's all there. This is what private labeling is, okay? And people are buying that. So I don't have the warehouse that's producing these spices. Matter of fact, I used to sell barbecue sauce. We had mango butter onion. We had the world's first watermelon barbecue sauce, Kurt's Boss sauce. And I was selling barbecue sauce. We had flavors people didn't even know about, lemon, honey, all those flavors we had in barbecue sauce. We weren't the manufacturer. We were just paying a company to manufacture it for us. And they manufacture the sauce. We go and pick it up, pay them up front, go and pick it up, and bring it in the store, bring it in the restaurant, and sell the sauce. So same thing here. You can private label and have that shipped out to Walmart, to every other place right off the bat, and you didn't make it. You tested it, made sure it was all right, or all above board, not hurting anybody, and you can do that. So a manufacturer makes this product to your specifications with your brand name, your logo, your packaging, your own brand. They do the manufacturing for you. Okay, that's what private labeling is for anything you can think of. Your own flip-flop shoes, your own hairnet, your own pajamas, no matter. They can private label this for you. Find private label manufacturers on ThomasNet. Search ThomasNet private label manufacturing or contact the manufacturers. Filter by product types like food, supplements, personal care, cleaning, apparel, and more. So everything is here, like I said, private labeling. So if you want Juanita's shoes, Juanita's smocks, Juanita's this, that, and the other, there you go. That's what you look for. So you look for private label. Don't sleep that, because that's another way that you guys don't have to have a warehouse, can live in the country, monitoring your website. Millions of products, or thousands of products, or hundreds of thousands of products going out every day. And as that money comes into your account, you're paying the manufacturer. The manufacturer keeps shipping, and you keep doing your money and taking care of your customers. Okay, that's what drop shipping and private labeling. Those two alone, of the three things we went over alone, you guys should be up and running. Okay. So private labeling. So guys, you now know what that does. It says search ThomasNet for private label manufacturers. Contact the manufacturer. Filter by product type: food, supplements, personal care, cleaning, apparel, and more. So how to start small. Here we go. Many private label manufacturers have an MOQs, minimum order quantities. They want you to buy at least X amount. So they want you to buy at least 100 to 500 units of a particular item. So you can ask, what's your minimum for a private label run? So in order for me to start selling Fuller spices, I have to buy X amount of each of the items that I want to sell. The garlic, the Italian seasoning, the oregano, the cumin, the turmeric, whatever it is. And I got to buy at least 500 pounds of each, what have you. At that point, they can start putting all that together. So they'll let me know what that minimum is, or they just may just make me buy a minimum of one, and then they can do the rest. And then we start marketing, get the labels and everything going, get our jars in, get all that going, and it's gone. So build your own brand empire. Create a line of preparedness products. Okay, so once you find out what the minimum is, then you run with that, right? So then you build a line. You want to create your own line or your own empire, your brand empire. Create a line of preparedness products, branded water filters, Fuller filters, okay? Food storage kits, herbal remedies. Kay does her Three Angels message first aid bags, first aid, and there they are, first aid kits, all manufactured by ThomasNet suppliers under your name, people, under your name. Juanita, under your name, okay? Sell on Amazon, Shopify, or direct, okay? List private label products on Amazon, FBA, Spotify, your church website, or at any community event. Higher margins than resellers because you own the brand. Okay, y'all, my stuff's just a little bit higher. Plant-based, is laid out, is certified, no, not no GMO, not genetically modified, those kinds of things, gluten-free, on and on and on and on. If you know you have a good product, of course, you're not going to put nothing out there that's bad because you're not going to be bothered because you got to deal with God and you don't want that. So, your product's custom, okay, like a boutique. A boutique is a dress shop, but because they're a boutique, they sell higher than Walmart. So you can put your price out there and stand firm on that. Then you can order discounts that you can give discounts and you know what that rate is, okay? So combine this, that you're branding your own product now, combine that with drop shipping. Whoa, now you're drop shipping your branded product out to different stores across the country and Canada. Okay. Some private label manufacturers also offer drop shipping. They make brand, stores, and ship your product directly to customers. Zero inventory on your end. You don't have to house anything. You don't have to house anything. So please don't sleep what I'm showing you here today. Okay, here we go. Mastering the ThomasNet Smart Search System. Smart Search Bar. Type exactly what you need. Solar charger controllers. 55-gallon steel drums. Okay. Perforated tiny houses. You want prefabricated. I said perforated. Y'all heard that? Prefabricated tiny houses. Okay. Return suppliers ranked by relevance. Okay. So they'll come to you based off what you type in. Okay. So if you're looking for first aid equipment, anything specific, stuff for a dollar store, I always say tiny toilets for tiny houses, a tiny stove, whatever. Anything you look, some people take a bus, but they want to put all tiny items in there to maximize the space. So you shop the same way you shop for tiny houses. So you can do all that specific, get those prices. But if you're looking for private label, things like that, this is how you jump all over that. So type specifically. And then powerful filters, narrow by company type, manufacturer, distributor, custom manufacturing. Okay, location, quantity certification, ISO, UL, FDA. And y'all know that's things with Food and Drug Administration, making sure everything is good. The ownership, diversity, you want to make sure that's good. Okay, made in the USA. It's always awesome. Everybody wants everything made in the USA. Supplier discovery page. Search the supplier's name, brand, and industry. Browse 67,000 plus categories of suppliers, of used suppliers. Discover the specific capabilities and searches. So you want to look at compatibilities and searches. So you want to look at everything there, see what they're doing. You can even check how long they've been in business. You can see how much money and revenue they're making. They'll send you samples, even on the spices that we talked about, clothes, garments, shoes. They'll send you quality samples, you towels, house coats. They'll send you samples, guys, and you can see the quality of what you're getting, and then you guys can get started. So now you got drop shipping, private labeling, all kinds of things that you can do to get your business set up. Okay, and then don't forget your request for information, your RFI. Contact up to 5 suppliers at once. Send product details, specs, and quantity. Suppliers compare your business. You want to compete for your business, so you want to drive those prices down. So you want to let them know that we're shopping for multiple suppliers that'll be able to handle this deal with fuller spices. Those companies that also make spices now that do private labeling and drop ship are going to compete with each other because I showed them. I'm writing this to 5, 6 different companies. They want somebody's going to give me the best offer because they want that. And that's what we go with. And then that best offer also helps you to move your margin up just a little bit higher. Because if you had bought it from this other guy, your margin would have to be higher anyway. You got it way down here. You can move your margin right here as if you got it right here. So you make a little money. You make a lot of money there. So there's some things that you guys can do and then get to the country. Okay. All right. So let's see. Request for information. Now let's do short list and side-by-side comparisons. Okay. Save top suppliers to a short list. These are people that you know is doing something that you want to be dealing with, and compare up to 5 of these. See the certifications, the capabilities, the revenue, the employee count. When you look at Thomas Registry or ThomasNet, it'll tell you the certifications. It'll tell you the capabilities, what the companies can do. It'll tell you how many employees they got. It tells you the revenue, how much money they make on an annual basis. It does tell you that on ThomasNet. And then you can export to CSV for references. Okay, instant quotes and custom quotes. Use Xometry Partners Networks for instant CNC and 3D printing and sheet metal quotes. Okay, so if you want to get something designed especially and specific for you, this tells you how to match up with them or submit a custom quote for complex manufacturing needs. So we got a partner. They're working on some other things in 3D. Same situation here. You get prices. You send out a rendering, and you get prices from 3 to 4 to 5 different manufacturers. Let people compete on actually making this 3D model or image or graph or whatever you're looking for. Do the same thing if you want a T-shirt design that say "Never had a bad day." Our God is awesome. You get that on quote. You get that quote down. And you send it off to different manufacturers so you can design you the best, get you for the best price. You're good to go. All right. So now, solar power is for beginners. What you need. Okay. So now that you know, I just went over this deep dive piece with you guys for ThomasNet, ThomasNet.com. You guys watch this again and again and again, so you'll know exactly what's going on. Let me give these extra pieces to you that's here. Then we're gonna let you guys ask some questions. Okay, solar panels. Okay, monocrystalline 400-watt panel search. Okay, what's that word? Monocrystalline 400 watts plus panel search. Solar panels at 580 plus suppliers. So there's a lot there that you can look at. Look for made in the USA. Look for the Underwriters Laboratory listed, the UL listed. Underwriters Laboratory, that's what that stands for, by the way, guys. So look for that. But there's over 580 solar panel manufacturers in the US. You want to look for what's made in the USA, okay? And then charger controllers, okay? 600 to 100 amps, manage battery charging, search solar charger controllers, okay? And they prevent overcharging. Then you want inverters, they convert the power. Y'all know what they do. Pure send and save 3,000 to 6,000 watt converters, DC to AC search, power inverters or solar inverters for residential. So you want to do that. And then you got deep cycle batteries, and you want to check them out. And you want the batteries that's sealed, of course. You want that. You used to have to recharge all these batteries all the time or fill them with water, all that. You don't want that. You want these sealed lead acid batteries, all those things. Stop calling me, y'all. I'm on the phone. Stop calling me. Stop calling me. Somebody calling me, y'all. So you want that. So you know what to search for. Then your solar generators, you know what to search for. And then your mounting wires. Make sure you guys know about how to find all these things you need for solar power. Okay, so here's everything you need. It says ThomasNet solar categories, okay? Solar collector panels, solar energy equipment, solar charge controllers, okay? And photovoltaic components, solar power distributor systems. All I hear. There's a lot here for you guys to find. Tiny home, prefabricated homes and shelters. That's here. Okay, so how to find those at ThomasNet. So solar, I just showed you guys how to find everything solar, what to look for if you didn't know anything about it. Prefab homes right here. Prefab homes, modular, portable, okay, relocatable structures, steel, wood, fiberglass, from single room cabins to multi-story buildings. They sell it all right here. They sell it all. Prefabricated wood buildings, log cabins, panel homes, poster beams. Okay, many offer they shall deliver these things. They'll deliver them to you. Okay, a shell delivered. They're kind of empty. Shell, just a shell. Then you guys got to finish them all that things. You finish the interior yourself, so you get them relatively cheap. And you got to have them move. Moving is what costs you. Once they get them set up there, you go in and finish everything else. So a lot of them will be shells. Okay, prefabricated steel buildings, barns, storage sheds, garages, workshops, durable, low maintenance, ideal for tools and livestock. Okay, and then you can get in there at your own leisure, pour concrete floor, insulate it, put your beams up on the inside if you need to. Go ahead and insulate that, have it sprayed, put your overhead furnace in or whatever you want to put in there. And people even take these and convert these to barndominiums. Okay, and then portable buildings, relocatable offices. These move. You'll see a lot of construction companies move with these. When they go into a site to start building something, they'll have portable offices that they travel with. Matter of fact, my generator, I got a 56 kilowatt generator. That's what that was for. People building big construction sites, building hospitals, they use this to power up everything until they get things going. So you can get that. So you got storage units can be placed in any site with minimum foundation work. So you can get those here. Modular buildings, factory built, code compliant homes. Installation is as little as 1 day for some models. You can find and sell these right here. Okay, type of tiny homes. Thaw, on wheels, park ready, THOF on foundation, container homes, dome structures, ecology tents, every ecology, all kinds of things are here on ThomasNet. Somebody, hello? Go ahead and mute. Go ahead and mute. I'll be done in a minute. Water systems and purification. You can find all that right here. Water filtration systems, okay? Reverse osmosis, UV, carbon, ceramic. Ceramics are good, by the way. Ceramics, residential, off-grid systems for verified manufacturers, ThomasNet. So if you guys are looking for those things right from the manufacturer and want to start your own business selling these items, putting your own name on them, also see if they do private labeling, then you can have your own Kevin Fuller water systems, those kinds of things. 55-gallon water storage. Food grade HDPE is stainless steel, filled completely to prevent condensation. Use Aquaderm's style filter pumps for extraction. Everything you need to be here, everybody. You can even buy, like I told you, the 55-gallon storage drum. You can actually buy those drums, metal, stainless steel, plastic, all those you can buy as well from the manufacturers from ThomasNet. Well pumps and hand pumps are here, all kinds. Rainwater collection systems are here, all kinds. Water treatment chemicals, all the chemicals you need, all here, all kinds. Type those in. There's your a water rule, 1 gallon per person per day minimum, guys, is what you're going to need. When there's a time, no buy, no sale, when everything's all messed up. So make sure you got enough stuff to purify this kind of water, or you can save this kind of water. Family of 4, 120 gallons of water a month, minimum needed. 120 gallons a month with a family of 4, minimum is needed. Once you know, when you're drinking that water, you're gonna be drinking that water. So make sure that you guys have the filtration systems and stuff you need with rain catching barrels and all that. So that's 2 55-gallon drums. You guys must have that much water purified for everybody. 2 55-gallon drums must be purified, okay? And have that for everybody in case of emergency. All right, let's go back to here. First aid, all that's here. I'm showing you guys that everything is at ThomasNet, okay? First aid and security, it's going to be key. First aid and medical supplies. Who's your first responder? Country living, sustainability, preparation. No buy, no sell. Who's your first responder? You are. So go to ThomasNet. You want to get all these medical supplies, and you want to be able to stock them and then sell and or retail them. Bulk kits, trauma supplies, medication, splints, wound care, search first aid kits, medical supplies, emergency. Hit up our sister Kay, who's on here now. Kay's going to put her, she does these first aid bags that nobody online here has. I promise you, the things she put in there is such a benefit for you. It's unbelievable. So everybody inquire about Sister Kay for her first aid bags. Okay, I have it. I have them. I'm so proud of mine. It ain't funny. So first, safety and prevention. Commercial grade extinguishers, smoke and CO detectors. I'll tell everybody this in the country. Don't forget your carbon monoxide detectors, your smoke alarms, and your fire extinguishers. People die. You don't wake up and you don't know why. You don't know you didn't wake up. Carbon monoxide is a silent killer. You must have those carbon monoxide detectors in the country. Okay, get rechargeable batteries, get solar chargers, everything you need. Okay, fire extinguishers, okay, smoke detectors, have those. Security systems, your choice. A lot of people say, I don't want them because they look back at me. Well, you're looking at them too. So security, cameras, surveillance systems, lights, motion lights, solar lights, alarms, security, all those things. Right here, you can get them in bulk. Get them moving, get them sold. Personal protective equipment, work gloves, steel-toed boots, hard hats, PPE, y'all, personal protection equipment. Get all those things right here in bulk and sell them. Emergency communications, ham radios, CB systems, walkie-talkies, antennas, equipment, so on and so on. All these items, I'm telling you, are on thomasnet.com, and you guys can actually be the distributors and sellers of these items as well. Okay, tools and sewing machine repairs, like crazy. Everything is here. The companies that actually make the sewing machine, the companies that actually sells the fabric, the textile companies are here. You can get denim, you can get cotton, you can get linen, you can get everything in bulk right here, ThomasNet. Okay, almost done. 55-gallon drums, bulk storage. I told you guys about that. That's all here. All the accessories, all the reconditioned drums, everything is here. And the storage practices tell you how to keep everything safe and tight. It's all here. Elevate the pallet, keep them in the shade. Okay, fill your fuel drums completely to minimize condensation. Because if your fuel drum has this much space between it, and it's a 55-gallon drum, moisture is going to build up here. When it's too hot or whatever, that's going to build. I'm looking over that way because the pictures are there. So I got to look at y'all. So it's going to build up moisture. That's going to put water in there with your fuel. So always keep your drums filled up. Okay, always keep them filled. Let's see. So everything is there for that. So check thomasnet.com for everything you guys need. Okay, fuel preservation and gasoline additives. I threw that in, and I'll let you guys go over that at your leisure to understand what other products are there to help your gas be sustaining for 2 to 5 years on your property. Okay, check your regulations so you guys don't get in trouble with storing gas and fuel on your property. Remember, it can't be nowhere where there's any fire around it, no smoking, those kinds of things. You want to make sure they're in a place where there's got ventilation, all those kinds of things, making them far back from your home in case there was a major explosion, nobody get hurt. But being able to store this, there's all kinds of stay-built storage, red bottles. It shows you how to get these fluids and everything to make your gas last longer, make your diesel last longer, make your fuel last longer. That's sitting in storage. Okay, so untreated gasoline degrades in 3 to 6 months. With the treatment, gas lasts 2 to 5+ years. So it's important. Take a look at that. Take a picture of everything you can get, not just for gas, but also for diesel. Okay, to lay all that stuff out for you. Okay. All right, so get that. You guys got that all laid out there. And then fuel preservatives, diesel additives. We just got in a pallet of the diesel emission cleaner. We just got that in for our big power generator. We got in the BioClean right here. So this thing's last, keep everything clean. So go down and look at those, and it shows you how to buy those. You can also get these right from the manufacturer and shipped right to your door, or you can have them shipped right to somebody else's door. You just put your company name on, this is what you sell, and you add the few dollars to it. You can have that shipped right to somebody else's door. Remember, you guys know all that now because this is what you all do. Okay, so don't forget that. But Brother Kevin showed you guys a whole lot of stuff here, so make sure y'all watch this and share with people. And so we want to buy this, you want to order this, have that shipped right out so you'll know what you have to make your diesel last longer now. Because a lot of fuel degrades after a while. These additives help your stuff stay long. So we need to be able to reserve fuel. Look how fuel prices are going up in this war, and this is not over. What about in the period of no buy, no sell, where you can't go to town to get your fuel? So since you know you can't go to town to buy fuel because you can't buy, can't sell, you won't be using that much fuel. But what you have on your land will help you do the things you need to do on your land or circulate the neighborhood where you're working and evangelizing with the people in your community. Okay, so you want to be able to store your own fuel. So we just went and bought 10 cans, 10 55-gallon drums ourselves to do that. Then we had our DEF diesel emission cleaner fluid there, had that shipped out. And then so we're just making things ready. So God has given us this time, everybody, to make things ready. So what I'm showing you here is how to make things ready and how to make it work. So you're going to look at how to store gas, how to store fuel. So make sure you guys look back at this and know how to keep things right. Okay. All right. How the fuel stabilizer works in 55-gallon drums protocol. You'll be able to look at that and review that. I just want you guys to see that. And then let's go through this so I can hurry up and answer your questions real quick. All right. Let's get this out of the way. How to preserve cash and maximize every dollar. Inflation erodes very quickly. I was telling people this. Your 401k sitting in the bank is steady shrinking. It's steady shrinking. You may have $500,000 in there. You may have 150,000 in there. But because investments and prices are going up so high, you need to get that money and put it into tools or put it into real estate, because real estate is going to pay you back the penalty that they charge you to get your money out. Because remember, we don't have a lot of time. So if we got 10 years, we got 5 years, still your real estate is going to constantly go up. Okay, but your money is going to go down, and at some point they're going to lock that up. You just won't be able to get it. I just got to tell you that. So convert cash to tangible assets. Your tools, things you can barter, all those kinds of things become money. Buy land, equipment, tools, building materials, food stores, physical assets hold value when currency loses purchasing power. So let's do that again. Buy land, buy equipment, buy tools, and building materials. Okay, food stores. Physical assets, everybody holds on to value when everything else starts to lose. So what some people may tell you is junk, because you got a bunch of hand saws, a bunch of tools, a bunch of wheels, things sitting around. When people can't buy, can't sell, and you got something they need, like I get a fan belt for $9 in the city, but we moved to the country, that same fan belt was $64. Even my 9-year-old like, what? That same fan belt for a lawnmower was $64, not $9. Just because we're way out in the country and it's hard for people to get here. Really? No, but $64. So my money completely lost value. That's why if you have your own tools, your own resources, and all those things, you can save money. So buy directly from the manufacturer like ThomasNet. It eliminates that retail chain and saves you 20 to 60%. Inventory direct, every dollar saved is a dollar preserved. So jump all over that. Don't miss that. So I want you guys to know that. And then group land purchasing. Pool your resources with churches, families, and communities to buy real acreage together. Split the cost. Share the infrastructure. Okay, go to a titling company and get everybody's name put in there in each of those titles and break that land down so it's evenly sent to everybody. So you're not in a commune. Okay, everybody pool your money together, but then that land is shared in a way that you got what you paid for, so to speak, but you can't, nobody controls another person. We don't want that. Ellen G. White writes about that. We know we don't want that. We don't want people in a commune situation. So if everybody put their money in, then there's something they should have there that's theirs. Invest in skill building. Learn welding, sewing, food preservation, mechanics, okay, herbalism, skills. I mean, this is stuff like we got Healing Proper LLC, Healing Proper Short Course Academy. We offer over 300 courses in skill building. Why, Brother Kevin? Why are you telling us what you got going on? Because we're trying to provide people with revenue, with resources, with ways to do things that would make them substantial in their community. When everybody moved to the country, everybody got out there and all of a sudden toilet backs up. Who's a plumber? You can't call a plumber. But somebody took that course in plumbing and electrician and carpentry, whatever have you, welding, all kinds of things. You have a profession. Use that in the country. Let that work for you. Everybody, when we bought our first country spot, I noticed everybody had a piece of equipment that was different. So everybody work together. So if I need a cherry picker is a machine that lifts you way up high, or a boom lift, those kinds of things. Somebody had a backhoe, somebody had a forklift, somebody had a bucket truck, somebody had an excavator. You know what I mean? So everybody has something to work together. Same way with you with your skill set. So we teach those skill sets so you guys will be ready. Stock up now. Prices are rising. Don't forget, buy your 55-gallon drums, your solar equipment, your building materials. We have not been waiting, people. We are taking heed to what God tells us. He's telling us every day these things are coming. So do not wait. Buy today. Somebody asked me, what if a person has too much stuff? Then it becomes what? Cash. It becomes bartering. It becomes a bartering tool. Don't let your wife or your husband tell you it's too much. Just tell them, listen, just wait. Just wait, because it's going to be a bartering tool. Because remember, money won't be any good. Gold and silver will be cast into the street. It won't be any good. You can't make soup with gold and try tasting it. It ain't going to be good. So bartering materials, that's what this is going to be. So minimize your debt. Cash is king. Pay off high interest debt, maintain emergency cash reserves, and it gives you negotiation power with the manufacturer. So don't sleep that as well. Okay. And that's it. I just want to wait. Let's make sure. Let's make sure. I got to make sure that's it. Got to make sure that's it. Okay. So let me give you this real quick. Okay. So now you know how to maximize every dollar. So get everything paid off, and then complete ThomasNet search reference guide. Everything is here. So if you want solar power, there's the website. Get your pictures out, everybody. Take pictures of these next slides. Tiny homes. There's different manufacturers are here for the tiny homes, modular buildings, profitable buildings, all that stuff. Food in bulk, it's here. Food ingredients, dried storage, food hydration, food containers, all that's here. Water systems, first aid, security, tools repair, sewing machines, all that is here at Thomas Registry. So you guys get to see that. Free resources. Free resources. I'm gonna go through these fast because some of them, I just want you guys to have it, and you can give them to somebody. Not everybody is SDA. So some people, we try to give them what's good for them. Some people say, no, I want to use so-and-so. So a lot of those are here, but there are some agencies here that's giving out free things. There's some government programs. Why are we gonna use the government? Use them for what you can. You're not selling your soul right now. You're not selling your soul. Get what you can. There's agencies that give free items for sustainability. USDA GRIN, okay, they got a database, agriculture research and distributors. They give you free rare seeds. Free rare seeds. Okay, free heirloom seed projects at freeheirloomseed.org. Okay, Robin Greenfield Seed Project. So write these things down. SNAP benefits, we don't want that, but they got buy seeds and plants. They got all kinds of deals for you at SNAP, right? That don't cost you. So they got free ways to get things. There's free ways to get things. And then there's seed libraries with over 500 of those nationwide. And a lot of seed libraries, you get free stuff. Like you go to the public library and you can get free seeds. And I'm there every year. Trust me, I'm there every year. And you can get free seeds. Every time you visit the library, ask where's the seed library. They don't cost you a dime. Get your 4, 5, 10 packages, put them in your shirt pocket, you're good to go. Women with infant children, that's a WIC in the government programs. Y'all know about that. The Red Cross, nah. But I just wanted to put some things down there so you guys know that. So free resource guide for energy and land grants and more. Take pictures of these and just go ahead, give them some calls, find out what they have for you. They got weatherization deals. They got all kinds of things for helping you. The Bureau of Land Management. They got some land they're giving away or selling really cheap. Permits for agriculture and all those kinds of things. There's lots of programs. Small Business Administration, free business consulting they got, or counseling. So there's lots of things here for beginning farmers, for beginning programs. There's lots of things here. FSA.USDA.gov. Okay, microloans up to $50,000. Get started, everybody. You don't have a lot of time. Let's get started and get going today. So a lot of people say what you don't have, what we don't have. It's here. You got stuff. Okay, so let's stop complaining. Let's start thanking God. Okay, so everything is here. Make sure you take a picture of that. I'm getting ready to go to the next slide. I'm almost done. 1, 2, 3, go. Here we go. Okay, so your action plan. Start today. Time is short. Register with your free ThomasNet buyer's account today. No license needed. Remember, I showed you that. Get my book, To the Country and Live, the Ark. It's on Amazon. Just type To the Country and Live, the Ark, or Kevin Fuller, the Ark book. To the Country and Live. It's awesome. Again, it's got a lot of stuff. It's got stuff people need. I got no pictures in here because I couldn't waste the time with pictures, guys. because everything in here is so important. It's in order. It even starts by telling you if you got an hour, it tells you what to do right away. If you got a week, it tells you what to do right away. If you got one day, it tells you what to do right away. It'll tell you which chapter to go right to get started immediately or immediately, like I say, so you're not wasting time. So the book is called To the Country and Live the Ark. Just came out yesterday. My book is here. So guys, please get that. Okay, identify. Here, let's move this out of the way. Let's get everybody in there. There are people still coming in. So read To the Country and Live the Ark manuscript for complete biblical framework. Identify your top 3 needs: shelter, water, power. Search ThomasNet manufacturers today. Go ahead and get that. I showed you guys how to do that. And then send your reference for information. Send that to 5+ suppliers per category. Request factory direct pricing. Don't forget to ask for free samples. I don't care what it is. You got a free sample on a tiny house? You never know, but ask for free samples. I did it. It worked. Okay. Pool your resources together with churches, family for bulk purchasing. Bulk purchasing gives you a lot of buying power, and then use the number of people, the names of people. Well, I got 10 people right now. I got 10 clients. Call them clients. I got 10 clients right now where they're ready to go. And that gets that manufacturer, that distributor ready, that manufacturer ready to distribute something to you as a buyer. Okay. Start with solar generator kits, 255-gallon water drums, and your survival baseline. Those are things you guys need to at least have so you can get started on your survival baseline. Okay, so start there. Okay, and then buy fuel stabilizer, PRI-G for gas, PRI.D for diesel, and plus the BioClean. You need that. We just got our pallet in today of BioClean. That runs with diesel to keep the air clean. And then begin preserving fuel. You want to do that. When ready, set up your LLC and get your resale certificate and your tax piece so you can go ahead and get going on selling wholesale. Okay, and then explore drop shipping and private labeling. I went over that with you guys in depth. These are serious sources for income. Nobody said you can't make $100,000 in a week. You can make much as you want. Just get your advertising, marketing out there and get going. Okay. And then, so drop shipping, all that's key. I'll show you how to do that. Rewatch this Zoom and you'll see it again. Convert cash to tangible assets. Your cash is losing money, people, but your tools, your seeds, your food, your real estate, your equipment is going up in value. Cash is going down because it's just sitting there. People, use your cash and put it in something. Put it in real estate, put it in food, put it in tools, put it in equipment. That's where the value is now. The money's disappearing. It's going to be gone. Nix. It's going to be done. I'm telling you, every way I can. Buy equipment, tools, skill sets. Pay for your skill set. That's your next business. That's your value. Your value is in your resources, okay? Explore drop shipping, private labeling to generate income from ThomasNet suppliers. Convert cash to tangible assets. Like I said, land, tool, equipment, seed, building materials. Now, build skills through Healing Proper Short Course Academy. Yep, that's us. HealingProperShortCourseAcademy.com. Build your skill set. Share this guide with everyone you know. The time of preparation is now. We have to get going. So thank you, guys. All right, so come out of her, my people, that ye not be partakers of her sins. Kevin Fuller, Chief Consultant, Healing Proper, all that fun stuff there at People Ministry, you guys. The book is To the Country and Live the Ark. The book is out. It's an awesome 42-chapter book. It's got a lot of goodies in there. I mean, resources, things you never even thought about is in this book. That being that, I'll pause for questions. But there's a lot for you guys to just take a look at. And I'm just happy to be able to bring this guys to you. Let me stop share to bring this to you guys. Let me stop share. All right. Any questions? Okay, I'm gonna go home. Let's get everybody in here. Can you guys hear me? Is my mic on?
Yes, we can.
Loud and clear.
No, and no questions? Did I do that good a job?
Yeah, we got questions.
Put your hand up. Go ahead. But go ahead, speak.
Well, I'm in South America. Actually, I'm in Colombia. I wonder how old is I can use all these tools down here that you're referring to.
You can use everything I showed you, except for the .gov stuff. Yeah, you can use ThomasNet to buy anything you want, even if they're just going to ship it to you. That's all. They just list all the manufacturers throughout United States and Canada. They'll ship it to you wherever you are.
All right, and you're saying that I've never heard of ThomasNet, but you're saying that we can actually access wholesale pricing with them, and
No, sir. I'm saying how you can access below wholesale pricing, manufacturer pricing.
okay, all right,
Okay.
great. Okay.
Take your time. I'm here to explain that to you. These are the ThomasNet since 1898. they list the actual manufacturers that make things, not the wholesaler, not the broker, not the distributor. So I'm gonna use my hand here. You got Walmart, which is the retailer. They buy wholesale. You got a distributor or a broker that people buy from. You want to go right to the manufacturer. So you eliminate all these other people. You want to buy from the manufacturer. That's what ThomasNet does. It gives you all the manufacturers throughout the United States and Canada.
So I mean, in order to do that, it's mandatory to have an LLC in the US,
No,
right?
no. I remember you must have came in late. In the
I
beginning,
did.
yep, you did. You came in late, so you have to watch this video when we post it. In the beginning, I show you just how to do it and just what to ask for and how to go about doing everything. With just registering, because it's free to register. With just giving your right name, your email address, and telling them what you want. And I showed you how to go about doing that in the beginning. Now, when you get
Okay.
ready to go into the full business where you're actually marketing, then yes, then you go in and grab and acquire those things. Cost you about $250 or so, and to set up your bank account, and then you can actually get started being distributors and selling this stuff. Even have your own private labels or white label for the product.
Got it. Hey, thanks a lot for this info.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
brother.
God bless you. Got you. Shauna. Shauna.
Sorry. So can you tell us how to acquire like those $1,000 mobile home you spoke about before?
Yes, ma'am. If you, there's lots of ways to do that. One of the ways, if you go to a website called IL, as in Illinois, iltaxsale.com, and they have them there all the time. And they usually come, they have the auctions. You can bid on them or wait till after the auction. The auction prices all start at $800, $900. Whatever does not sell at the auction goes for whatever the starting auction price was 3 weeks later. And right now, there's a lot of those mobile homes sitting there at iltaxsale.com. And then, my sister, good question. You can also go to a lot of the trailer parks around the country, and ask them, do you have any abandoned mobile homes that are for sale? And they will show you they have at least 2 to 3. Either the park will take over them or fix them up, or they want them out of there. They're going to move them so they can get other models. And I'm going to give you another one, Shauna, that you brought to my attention. I met a gentleman. I knew several people already, but I met a gentleman who was picking up park models. Park models are not like camper trailers. They're actually like live-in trailers. They're just shorter, right? Just a little shorter. It'll be 2 bedrooms, full living room, kitchen, all those kinds of things, bathroom, that. And they're selling those for like, 10, 15, $20,000. That's quite outstanding. The guy puts them down, anchors them, skirt them up so no air goes under there. Then you just get your own septic and your gas running to them. And you got a regular house on your land. So there's a lot of options out there. We'll talk more about that as well.
Oh, where do you get those, the camper models?
I'll look them up. Park models.
Okay.
Used park models. PARK. Used park model homes in my area. That's what you look up. Okay.
Sweet. Thanks.
Not a problem. God bless you. Victoria, good to see you. Victoria Cooper, everybody.
Good evening, sir. There's a lot of information, and I'm looking forward to seeing it posted on your YouTube channel. I guess I'm also interested in the mobile homes, manufactured homes,
Yes.
/ double wides.
Yes, ma'am.
And so that I'll have to do that search that you just shared with the sister.
Absolutely. And then even brand new, a lot of people are buying brand new homes. You don't have to buy them from a home dealer, just like you don't have to buy a brand new car from a car dealer. I mean, there's ways you can get licensed and save so many thousands of dollars by being able to buy it yourself. And then especially these new used cars, everybody's buying these used cars that's 2024, 2023s, and they're paying the same price as a 2026, 2027. No, they're getting those cars from auctions. They're getting those cars for pennies on the dollar, literally. And you can buy these cars dirt cheap if you guys just bulk up together and buy these. You only need a regular little transportation license. And land and country land, you can put those on because you're not in the city, you're not regulated. You can sell these cars and these mobile homes and all these things, tiny homes, all these things. You guys can get this stuff right from the manufacturer. You can buy 1 or 2, and like they do the Amish sheds, let them put them on your land and sell them and market them that way and put your pamphlets inside. Same way with the mobile homes. There's a lot of opportunities out there, lots of ways to acquire this stuff.
Now, I did have another question. A lot of this information is over my head. I'm assuming it's over other people's heads too, only because we haven't seen the behind the scenes of what these types of businesses entail. Like when you talked about the white label products and putting your name on those things.
That shouldn't be over your head. Avon's been doing that, and Mary Kay has been doing that for years. It says Avon and Mary Kay. It's not their product. It's something that just has somebody make and slap their name on it. That's all you're doing. You're getting the product for a price that's your business and nobody else's business, except you're putting your name on there and you're doing your own marketing and advertisement for that. That's all. So it's Victoria's Spice.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you, if you could give some examples of businesses that actually use these processes that
everybody
you're telling us we could do.
I would not pull your leg. I would not pull your leg. Everybody does it. Walmart does it more than anybody. It's called the Equate brand. Now,
oh, really?
Next time you go down the Walmart lane, look at the main product you're looking at, and then look next to it and see, don't you see the same product with the same recipe that says Equate?
Wow.
That's Walmart's brand. So no, ma'am, it's everybody's always done that. Private labeling. Morton Salt was the salt company that we knew of, but everybody's getting the same salt. Matter of fact, I'll give you a better example. I work for Campbell Soup. I was working for Campbell Soup. Kettle Beloit. We make the kettle potato chips. You ever heard of kettle potato chips?
Yeah.
And then you heard of Cape Cod?
Yes.
Yeah. And then you heard of this and the other, blah. Same place makes them all. Okay. A Frito-Lay, they make other brands that you didn't know they made. All those kinds of things. Somebody says, hey, can you make this for me? And they make it. Syrup companies. I worked at Hellman's Mayonnaise, Best Foods as a private eye. I was undercover. They make they call it Best Foods mayonnaise on the West Coast because it got more salt in it. Call it Hellman's mayonnaise here where we are in the Midwest. But they also put other brand names on it and they make product for other companies and just stick the sticker on there. So lots of companies all do private labeling. You see it, you're seeing it every day. You're just overlooking it because you don't know it exists. That was my field. I was an undercover investigator for businesses.
Okay, and my last comment, I'm looking forward to well, I signed up for your school.
Yes,
yes. So when are you going to get started with the
commercial start? The commercials start this Monday. The classes will start in May. The commercials start this Monday as we started building up the classes. They got 8 commercials that's out there to be in rotation. We got national advertisement going. So when you hear you'll hear Healing Proper Short Course Academy. That's us. And then you guys will know everything, all the updates anyway. So a lot of people looking at the site now, but you can keep looking at the classes. Some of them going to make sense to you. Some of them won't because they're not done yet. They're still working on that too. So still updates. Matter of fact, I just sent them a big update yesterday to our designers. So a lot of things are going in. So the Academy, the actual commercials start Monday on time. Everything's already loaded. Network's already loaded. Commercial set to go. So next month, you guys will get in there and we'll start toward the end of next month, probably like the 3rd week of May. We'll make sure classes are full. You guys got training coming up prior to then, and you'll start teaching. You'll be able to go right in this time with your curriculum and get things rolling. And it won't be hard because things mostly going to be all set up for you.
Thank you, sir.
Not a problem. We got some free training coming up for you guys, like how to use AI, of Zoom. You guys had that Zoom. You got some other things coming up shortly. You guys will hear about.
Okay.
Okay. And now thank you, Victoria. Let's go to 100, 100, 100, 100. There is Candace. If y'all see Candace chat, y'all know what I'm talking about.
Hi, Brother Kevin.
Hi, my sister. God bless you. How are you?
God bless you. I'm good. I'm good. I came in a little late, so what I wanted to know is I heard the marketing part. So what I wanted to know is I heard you say something about you need an LLC to sell some product. To do marketing now. You already know I have an LLC. Would I be able to use that LLC or do I have to establish a new one?
No, you'll be able to use it. If you have an LLC, you'll be able to use that same LLC you got to start marketing and branding, everything I told you about.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you'll be able to do. Remember, I did your business plan. You'll be able to you'll be able to do your LLC to go ahead and do everything I just showed you, even how to white label your own product that you don't have to stock, Candace. You can sell tiny homes that you don't have to stock. You can sell salt, spices, shoes, clothes, houses, boats, toilets, everything that you don't have to stock.
Okay, sounds good. That's what I want to know. That sounds good. Okay, thank you so much.
Not a problem. And then Mr. Holloway. Hi.
Hi. I'm new to your videos, and you said that we could rewatch them, but I've never been able to do that.
Have you sent us carrot cake?
What?
What do you mean what? No. Yes, go on to therearepeople.org. And
yes.
Yep, let me show you. Let me click, let me share screen. Where am I, y'all? But yeah, go to therearepeople.org and just scroll down and you'll see the video. montage right there. You just scroll through the little carousel, and you can watch the videos.
Okay, thank you. Also, I was on, I guess 2 weeks ago. I'm in California, and the time is always confusing for me. I'm looking for property, and that's where I stand right now with this. And I emailed you about 2 weeks ago, but I don't know if you got my email, that I wanted to speak to someone about how to go about doing that.
Write my number down. Write my number down. Text me, then call me.
Okay.
Ready? I'm gonna whisper it to you like I always.
Yes.
Kevin, you got the last name Fuller?
Yes.
608
Okay.
295
Okay.
6820.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Okay, and then text me your name, information, where you at, where you looking to go, what you're looking to do, those kinds of things.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you
Right.
very much.
Not a
God
problem.
bless.
God bless you. Thank you. Alicia. Hi.
Oh, good evening. Good evening. Yes. I wanted to ask, you was talking about the like the mobile home something. You said something about used parks.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you repeat that so I can write it
Sure.
down?
Sure. There's a loom. It's like a Zoom, but it's called a loom on our homepage on the website at the bottom. A loom is where you'll see me in a circle and I'm teaching a course. And it's using a website called IL Tax Sale. And IL Tax Sale is in Illinois. It shows all the counties there. They have all these auctions and they do real estate, land, and homes, mobile homes, those kinds of things. And what happens there is all the auctions start under $1,000. All the auctions is either $700, $800, $900. All the auctions start under. Whatever is not sold at the auction, 3 weeks later, the guide comes out. In order to start bidding on them, first of all, in the first place, you got to pay for this PDF guide. It's about $8 to $15. I think I may have seen one as high as $26, but that was a while ago. But PDFs are usually between $8 and $15. It'll give you all the properties that's coming up for sale, and you can view all these properties in color, know the address, look them up online on Google Earth, and go right there. But you can't go in the properties. However, when they do have those auctions, they're usually silent auctions. Whatever does not sell at the auction goes for the price of the starting bid. So say the houses started at $950 or $890. Whatever did not sell, 3 weeks later, the new list comes out. It's available for that price at iltaxsale.com. Okay. And so as soon as that guide comes out 3 weeks later, go right to that. You can just call them. The phone number is right there on their website. Is that still available? Yep. I viewed it. You saw the book. You looked at it, blah, blah, blah. They said, okay, what name do you want the deed or title in? Send us a check. You send them a check. They send it back to you in 3 weeks.
Okay, but you was talking about like mobile homes.
That's what I'm talking about. Whatever didn't sell, mobile home, house, or land.
Oh, okay, okay. And so now I would look at let me see what I wrote here. Taxsales.com for whatever state I'm in, not because
Yep.
Illinois is
no. Let me show you something.
okay.
IL tax sale is just Illinois. They did that. But you
Right.
can look at deeds and auctions and then trailer parks in whatever state you're in and see what deals they have. But every state in the country has auctions. Every county has auctions. Every city has auctions. Every town has auctions, and so on. The IRS has auctions. The sheriff have auctions. So they're all over the place. So then you can go to your county tax assessor and find out what properties are that they have to get rid of. And then for trailers specifically, use trailer parks because that's where a lot of trailers get abandoned and left. People move out and leave them empty.
Okay, so I think you answered that.
Then why are you talking?
What about the PDF books that you said?
The PDFs. When you go to that particular site, you'll download those PDFs when IL tax sale, and you can see what you're bidding on. Like I know a gentleman that's in Gulfport, Mississippi, but he owns land in Chicago. So people bid on property all over the place because they use it for revenue. So you guys can actually own property and not be in the state that property's in. So that's a way you can buy yourself 10 or 15 properties right there. That website is take your time and review it, iltaxsale.com.
And is that only for Illinois?
That particular one is for Illinois.
Right.
So counties.
So for say, okay, I'm in Georgia.
You have to find one for Georgia. You have to do that one. You got to do your research.
And you said that's the tax. What did you call them? The auditor or something like that?
Yep. Your county assessor and then
county assessor
for those particular tax deeds in their state.
Okay,
This
thank you.
IL tax sale is hired by a county assessor to do everything for them. And that IL tax sale, the reason I know about that because I'm from Illinois,
Right.
and we see all those deals. Yep. Even
Thank
Wisconsin,
you.
where I'm at now, where I'm at in Wisconsin, they got something different. They got the sheriffs, well, all of them got sheriff and delinquent sales and all those kinds of things, abandoned property, all that. Every state has those. So just do your due diligence and look for those items. You'll find it.
Yeah, I was looking, the 30-day plan that you had given us.
Yes, ma'am.
And Wisconsin has a lot of deals for you to come and move there.
Yep. Candace was here. She'll tell you that's true. Candace was here. She saw some things.
Okay, thanks.
Right. Thank you. All right, WG, and then we got mom and dad.
Yeah, back again here. When you mentioned that we could buy tools to invest, like if you have some cash around, if you want to invest, you should buy tools, that you can resell. Are you talking about like power tools, like
No,
outdoor tools?
let's back up. I'm not talking about tools that you can resell, but you can resell them. I'm talking about tools that you're going to need to barter with and to make you keep you as an income. So what's happening here is your money is losing value. But if you invest that money in, like we just bought a generator, big giant generator where we can generate power. Somebody wanted to build homes and nothing's there. We can pull our generator up. They can pay us to hook it up and boom, and do all kinds of things. Backhoes, lifts, plumbing tools, like the big thing you use when you're routing out toilets, the big giant routers, or a truck. If you bought a van mounted carpet cleaning equipment, these are tools and things that's going to be worth money because you can barter with those, and you can barter it for exchange for services, but you'll have your own sources of income. So yes and no with the tools. You want as many tools as you can because when people need jobs done, you'll be one of the only few persons who has all the tools to do that job. So you're the one that gets that money because again, there's going to be a no buy, no sell period. But you having tools, you having know-how and skills, that's your money. Plus putting your money into your real estate and into your food, into your fruit trees, into your land. That's money.
Got it. All right.
There you got it. Yes,
Perfect.
but then again, with selling tools, sure, because people can't get them. They can't go buy no sell, but they can go to you. Oh, well, we got a brother over there you can get it from, Brother Moritz Hughes. Go to Moritz. You can get him. Moritz got tools. There you go. And then Moritz going to barter with you. He'll tell you, okay, yeah, I got some, but we got to talk. All right, WG. Was that WG?
Yeah, I think you already answered my question, so thank you much. So.
You're welcome. All right, let's go to mom and dad.
Yes, good evening, brother.
Good evening, Dad.
Yeah, I just want to know if you purchase a trailer, what's the best way of getting that trailer to your property?
Great question. Good question. I just won a bid on a generator, 56 kilowatt generator. And then so when I won that bid online, I requested to get quotes on shipping. And the prices came back 3,500, 2,700. One price came back at 1,700. My wife says, let's get in the car. So we drove from northern Wisconsin to Ohio and picked it up ourselves, spent the night, came on back, spent one more night, came on home. But it was a lot cheaper than $1,700. So the best way I can tell you that is bid it out to 3 to 5 different companies and see who gives you the best price, even before you buy it or bid on it. Shop it out because you have to factor that into the cost. Plus, you also have to factor into the cost to get it set up. So what happens when you're moving a big trailer across state to state to state, they have to get approval for you to go through certain states. So there's other companies that get that approved really quick, and they got the pilot cars and trucks, you see them, to carry the wide loads on through. So you may have to pay that, but it's still cheaper than buying these houses new when you can simply put one on your property and be good to go. So you have to just weigh the companies up. They're easy to find. And mobile companies that hook up, the most they charge you for one is to almost hook it up. It's like, X amount of dollars to hook up to it, but they'll get it to you. So you can just have them bid on the prices, and they're fighting for that right now. So you'll get a good price.
And one other question, what type of insurance do they have to have? I guess they have that already, or
trucking company?
Right. For
yeah,
insurance?
They'll be insured. Correct. They'll be insured, brother. They'll be insured.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
You're welcome, Joseph. All right, Lynette.
Okay, thanks for everything, for all the information. Just two quick questions. I was looking at a generator on Amazon, and I'm just asking for your advice here, I guess compared to ThomasNet, but it's a Jackery solar generator, and it says 1000 V2 with 200 W solar panel, 1070 WH portable power, and it's got like, these four solar panels.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering, like, I just have a small country house, 3 bedroom,
That won't
and
run your whole house. That's not okay. Most of the generators that a lot of people are buying, unfortunately, won't run your whole house. Most of the generators a lot of people are buying won't run your whole house. They'll run the refrigerator, maybe this, maybe that for a bit. Because to run a microwave and a dishwasher or a washing machine takes a lot of watts of power. So you really, honestly, everyone, if you're going to get a generator, you want to run your whole house. You're going to go onto a website, just Google it, and you're going to be looking at something that's going to say anywhere from a 6 kilowatt to a 13 to 15 kilowatt generator. Kilowatt. So a 6 to a 15 kilowatt. The average one's going to be a 12 to 15 kilowatt generator. That'll run your entire house. Most of the generators people buying is only going to run the microwave, the washing machine, or the washing machine takes a extremely lot amount of power. So does a microwave. But it's only going to keep the lights on just for a minute, or a few minutes, or half hour, those kinds of things. That's most of the generators people buying. So you really need a kilowatt generator. So 6 kilowatts run an average 3 bedroom home, whole home, that kind of thing. And then you go up now, if you look at the matter of fact, Generacs are made here in Wisconsin. Generac has a 6 kilowatt. And then they have the 10 to 13 kilowatt generator, those kinds of things. They're like $6,000, $7,000. Those are those home generators you see sitting in a case on the side that actually runs the whole home. Power goes out, it kicks in automatically. So you want a good, if you can find them used, get them used. If you find them new, get them new. New will give you good warranties on those. But you want anywhere from a 6 to 13 kilowatt generator. You really do. And then a lot of those are dual fuel. Some of them run on regular diesel and propane, those kinds of things. So you want dual fuel. And then if you're talking solar, you're definitely going to need lots and lots more panels, because you got to figure you get energy from the sun. You need lots of storage for that energy. And then once things start using that up, that's key. So that's going to make a difference, because you have to wait for the sun to charge it up again if you don't have a lot of batteries to catch that storage. A good thing with having redundancy, real quick, is if you also have a diesel or gas generator. When that generator kicks on to do power, you can also have it recharge your solar batteries, because we have solar. We want solar. You want the generators. You want solar and regular generators. Then you want your propane. You want redundancy and your wood burners. So you want kind of redundancy in everything.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Let that gas charger, if that gas generator comes on, let that recharge your solar batteries while it's working, because you might as well use the rest of that power so it's not wasted, and you're not wasting diesel fuel or whatever when you're using that motive powerful generator. Let that charge up your batteries as well for your solar, and that keeps things going. Use all that energy.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that helps a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope I didn't confuse you. I'm sorry. You may have to watch.
No, that helped, because I started to purchase that other one. So,
Yeah.
no, that helped a lot. That helped a lot. But I also wanted to ask, I know you mentioned that if you have the fuel drums, that you have to make sure that that you keep them full. So I'm wondering, instead of doing that, is it best to just get, like cans, the little cans, and just keep cans?
Well, you can still keep the drum full and have cans. You can still keep the drum full, because whatever you use later on, if you're out again, if you have to, the opportunity is there, replenish it and fill it back up. But don't just let them stay half empty, those kinds of things, because condensation will build up. You end up with water on there.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So as best you
All
can
right.
fill them up. Other than that, just reduce it on down. Eventually they'll pour. You tip them over onto a stand. They sell these stands at Uline. You can buy big. It's made like a hand jack, but it can actually pour that 55-gallon drum over. You can lay it over there, put a spigot on it, and that'll keep it dropping down. You can get that fluid out of there. But yeah, you don't want them just to sit up all the time and keep them half empty, because you get condensation. Same thing in the wintertime. A lot of people get in their cars with their engines. If you leave it at a quarter of a tank, you should always fill your engines in the wintertime, because you get that moisture build up. Even when it's hot outside, you get that moisture build up in the condensation in there. And you get water in your gas, and you get terrible gas mileage.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Reducia.
Hi, good night.
Good night. How are you?
Are you hearing me?
I can hear you. How are you?
I'm fine, actually. It's
There you
my
go.
first time. No, well, not my first time coming to the lab, but
Welcome back.
actually thank you. I'm here in Jamaica, right? And I'm on my tour. We're married, look a family. But we kind of feel like a fish out of water. We don't know where to start. I'm interested in doing a little selling with the LLC, but because out here is different, Jamaica's a bit more strict with a lot of things, but it can be done. But is there anyone I could like contact down here or link up with down here just to get some more information?
Kay, are you still there? Kay should be there. Kay with Tap Team is there. Matt, my sister, Reducia, you'll see Kay. It says Kay Tap. Match up with her, private message her, give her your phone number, tell her what you want, who you want to match up with, what you want to do.
All
What
right,
was
all
the
right.
question? I'm sorry,
She
I
wants to,
missed it.
yeah, she wants to know if she can match up with anyone in Jamaica to give her country living assistance.
Okay, I'll get with yeah, call me. Here, let me put my number in the chat. Reach out to
Right.
me and I'll get you with the team members
From
who
Jamaica.
actually manage that area, okay?
Okay, all right. Thank you.
We got you.
I'll put my number
Well,
in the chat.
I don't see the chat
That's
as
me.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right.
Okay. That it reduce. You got your question answered?
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let me go to
All
Tassine.
right then.
You're welcome. Go ahead, Tassine.
Hi, Kevin. Good evening.
Good evening. Good evening.
I just wanted to address the lady about the generator. One mistake I made is that there's an equipment called a kilowatt reader,
Yep.
and you take that and you put it on each appliance in your house because everybody's different. And then you add up all the kilowatts that it gives you, and then you'll know, well,
What you
this
need.
is how much watts I will need. So that you base and you use that information to purchase your solar and your generator. So,
Now,
thank you.
Tassine, that's awesome. That's true. In one of my in the fifth wheel camp we had, just the microwave alone was 1,100 watts.
Wow.
Just the microwave was 1,100 watts. So a lot of the generators they're selling everybody won't even do the microwave, even though they say solar and you saying, "Oh, I got solar, I got solar." When you, just like she said, get the kilowatt tester and you run that. You can run it. You check your washing machine. It'll tell you. You can read the panel: washing machine, dryer, stove, refrigerator, microwave, dishwasher. Not counting the hairdresser, the pressing iron, all those, and the regular iron you plug up. Then you got your TV. Then you got and then the kids sitting there on the games and all those things. There's a lot of power running a house. So the solar generators just aren't doing it right now. You have to have not for everything, but they're for emergency. But you still want to get the right one because when there's an emergency, you don't need all those other items, but you want to make sure you at least got some decent time for what you're spending your money on. So do what she said, the kilowatt test, so you have a general idea how to purchase one. Thank you for that, Tassine.
And then also they have more efficient appliances nowadays. So you don't want to get a refrigerator that's running like what, 20,000 watts.
Yeah,
They have
exactly.
more efficient ones. So always look for the more efficient appliances to help you out.
There you go. There you go. And that's actually great information. Thank you, Tassine. Awesome. Let's see who we got. Mom and Dad.
Thanks.
Yeah, yes, thank you again. What type of generator, a gas or a diesel is better to purchase?
That's up to you and where your buck is, where your money is. I like diesel because they're more dependable. They start very easy. But you have to, when using diesel, you got to use the air cleaner for the diesel emission air cleaner, the DEF fuel. You have to use that as well. Don't pour it in the wrong tank or you kill the whole generator. But it runs more powerful, cranks up, and is less explosive as a gasoline would. But now they also got them that run on propane. So just when me, I always say redundancy, not saying people are rich, but you can have one to do certain things and one to do other things. I like the diesel, but then again, because where we are in the country, if propane is readily available, like you want to have another redundancy, you want to have multiple tanks. I took a ride out this week going to the country and I saw, they got the big 1,000 gallon tanks. I saw three different homes. One of them had two of the 500 gallon tanks of propane. So usually every house has that one big white tank. These had two, And then I saw 2 houses that had two of the 1,000-gallon tanks of propane. So they even started up with that. So that tells me they also have a generator for redundancy that runs on propane. So propane, there's propane now, there's diesel, there's gas, and there's solar. So you have to weigh the difference and see what works best for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, who we got? I got Reducia. You asked yours already, or you got another one? And then I see Bill Bishop. Bill, your turn, sir.
Okay. Running around, but several things with generators. If you're buying portable solar generators, there is a way to test them. If it cannot run power tools on a solar generator, that means it's not powerful enough to run the power tools. Power tools run from small kilowatts to high kilowatts, depending on the usage that you use it for. Like if you use it for drilling something, which use a lot of voltage to drill into a wall or into metal, the power tools will drain the solar generator if it's not powerful enough. So that's one way to test your solar generator to see if it can handle a power tool. If it can't handle a power tool, it's not going to handle appliance in your house.
Yep.
Because power tools generate a lot of energy for what it does. The other is if you buy any kind of generator, even solar panel or portable generators or gas generators or diesel, whatever, please ground them. Please ground them.
Or you'll get the shock of your life.
Yes, or you'll get the shock of life. The second thing, before you power up your house, you turn the generator on and make sure you have the voltage meter in the off position. You want to also make sure you adjust for wattage and voltage before you turn it on in your house, because you can fry your electric panel if your panel cannot handle the voltage. So turn the voltage all the way down on your generator to either 110, 220, or in the United States, we use 60 megahertz. In other places, they use 50 megahertz. So do that before you power the thing on and turn it on to power your stuff in the house, just for safety cases.
Yep. And usually your technician, your person that hooks that up tells you that. So don't let this confuse you or scare anybody. You'll be instructed on how your generator works, how to use it when they set that up for you. So don't let it scare you, but that's good information. Because if you hook to the grid, for instance, you don't want to fry nobody on the other end, but they tell you all this, how to have it hook everything up, so you'll be good to go.
Yep.
Thank you.
Other than that, the generator is the best thing to have.
Yep.
But to test your battery ones is if you can't power a power tool, then it's not good to power your house.
Thank you, sir. All right, everybody. Thank you for your participation. I hope everybody's been blessed. We'll get this posted. Don't forget the book. Oh, I see 2 hands. I see another hand. I'll get you in a minute, Nikita. Don't forget the book is out now, y'all. To the Country and Live, the Ark. Because, again, Noah didn't just not take food on the ark for 40 days and 40 nights. Once the ark rested, they still had days before they can get off, a long time. Plus, he knew the world was going to be destroyed. So he had a lot of other things that he's going to need. This book shows you a lot of other things that people don't take in consideration that you're going to need. So the book is called To the Country and Live, the Ark. It's go right to Amazon, To the Country and Live, the Ark. Get the book. Thank you. And by God's grace, this book is going to help a lot of people because it deals with, when you read the chapters alone, you'll be able to read them before some of the chapter titles before you purchase it on Amazon. So Kevin Fuller, To the Country and Live, the Ark. This book, just read the chapters alone. Just read the titles of the chapters and see what's in there. And I guarantee you're going to see something you don't see in anybody else's book. There is no pictures in this book. We didn't have time for that. There is lots and lots of vital information, even on record keeping, schooling, homeschooling, food, delivery, babies, cuts, wounds, burns, security, planning, building, everything in here. Everything, weapons, cooking. We weren't playing with this one. This one's loaded. The book is called To the Country and Live. You go right to our website, therepeople.org. You'll see it there. Hyperlink that. It'll take you right into Amazon, or just go to Amazon, type in To the Country and Live by Kevin Fuller. Okay, get the book, everybody. Thank you. Okay, who I see? I see Nikila, and then I see Brother Chris Briss, and then I see Dwayne.
Hi, good evening. So the gentleman that just spoke, I think it was Bill.
Yes.
Can you clarify, if you can speak, can you clarify what you stated? Did you say that solar generators cannot power an entire house, or were you saying that it would just have to be tested first by using power tools?
Bill, you started this. No, you can now when you get in a now until Bill kicks back in there. No, there are solar systems that will power your house, but that's not the ones you buy from. That's usually not the ones you just buy from the regular store, like big box store. When you see people got the big solar things all over their roof, all those kinds of things, that does give you a substantial amount of power. However, those are still on a limit of what
Right.
power that they can give you.
So there is some power, there is some battery solar power generators that can power power tools. For example, there's a show on TV show that they had the power tool to use it for, they take it with them to go and drill stuff in on a ship or do electrical repair or building a house. And they use the power tools to plug it into the solar generator. And it was able to handle that full charge of that power tool, because power tools generate a lot of energy in order to do what it does. And they have several type of solar generators that can power tools, which means those kind of solar generators are the best for you, instead of using a solar generator just to power basic stuff like your phone, your computer, laptops. And you'll see that you'll see these icons on the solar generator when you buy them. But what you want to do is look for the ones that also can power tools, because if you can power tools, that means you can power more stringent stuff like your microwave, your washing machine, your refrigerator, and stuff like that.
So when you're
shopping, they're more expensive. They're not cheap.
Yeah. So when you're shopping, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you, Bill. But listen, in a short, y'all, you when you're shopping for a generator, and
right,
said it as well, you want to know what you're shopping for, and you want to let the company know who you are, what you have, what you want to power in the event of. You have to consider what your necessities are. Do you want something to keep the whole house going, or do you want something to keep the breathing machine going and the freezer and then some light? Or do you want something that makes the washing machine, the dryer, and the microwave go? That kind of thing. Because they'll come on and they'll sell you a $40,000 solar system in a heartbeat and put solar things all up, and they'll overkill, and you're paying for that the rest of your life. One lady was on here, I believe, it was hard to sell her house because she had just got a solar package done a few years ago, and that has to go to the person that buys the house. They have to continue to pay for that. So people will try to oversell you. So you want to know specifically, what do you want a solar unit for? And I do recommend you have one, no doubt about it. But do you need it to run your entire house, or just until other things come back up? Because you want redundancy in heat, so you also want to have a wood burner. You just okay, and then and then candles and all those kinds of things. But you do want a solar, but then you also do want a gas powered generator. Okay, so there's redundancy in all those things. But be specific when you're shopping. Know what your appliances work on. Know what kind of wattage your whole house runs together as it's running everything. It's not easy, not hard to add up. And then shop that way. And then what's in your budget.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Bill. Thank you, man. Chris Briss.
Hey, brother Kevin, how are you doing? Are you hearing me?
Never had a bad day. How you doing? Yes, I'm hearing you.
Lord,
God bless you.
why you do that,
man? That's that voice,
I remember. Remember what we talked about earlier in the week?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So I like to trying to find someone who does medical missionary. I have a great ministry going on TikTok, and something turned up last night that I need something else too. If I could have a contact in Canada, we had a Muslim lady say she wants to go to a Seventh-day Adventist church. She lived in Canada, and we were having challenges finding someone that can facilitate her.
Okay.
But
let me tell him let me tell him what you need. Let me tell him what you need. So Bill Bishop needs, Bill Bishop, I'm sorry. So Chris Briss needs some medical missionaries that can go onto the platform and explain these services to people and what you do and tell what you do. You'll be able to, if you got things you do with charging all that, you can put all that out there. But he has a platform that he's looking for somebody, a medical missionary, to go out and help some people and give people information. He wants to bring you onto his TikTok platform. And he's doing the same thing with somebody in Canada, where they also need somebody to talk to them. There's going to be a lot of people coming over from a lot of different faiths. The Bible says there are other sheep that are exposed. So we have to carry ourselves very well in what we do and put God first in everything. And so put your name in there, Bill Bishop, so you guys in medical missionary can match up with Brother Bill. I'll keep
No,
saying Bill
Chris.
Chris. And then go ahead and match up with Brother Chris Briss, and he'll tell you what he needs from you.
I'll
Somebody,
put my number in the chat.
there you go. Somebody put an Equal Flow Delta Pro 72 watts of 240 volt power generator kit for $35.99, and it's connected to Delta Pro. So somebody put one in the chat. So there's lots of them out there. So just Google it, but know what you need and take it from there. Dwayne Banner, then Cheryl. I'm gonna be winding up in a little bit, y'all. I'm gonna get beat up here.
Brother Kevin.
Yes, sir.
Greetings.
Greetings, sir.
Firstly, thank you so much for this information. The resources very rich and very useful. I have a question, but I'm wondering if you could provide your number. If I could get your number and I ask you one-to-one, because I don't want it to be
okay,
misinterpreted.
608.
Hold on.
Now I gotta hold on. Now I gotta hold on. I got you, brother.
No, I'm just pulling up the.
I think everybody has my number.
Yeah, go ahead, brother Kevin.
608 295
295
6820.
So 6820.
So text me first your information, who you are, what you need. Text me first, because I got a lot of text me first, so I'll see you, and then I'll give you a call back. Okay?
All right. All right, brother Kevin.
You put your name, everything.
Yeah, thank you.
I got you. God bless.
Yes.
Cheryl Howard.
Hey, Kevin, this is really Cheryl Bishop.
Hey, really? Now you tricked me, Miss Bill Bishop. Hi, Cheryl.
Well, what I was calling to say is that they also got to check to see if their solar panel is compatible with their generator, because there are a lot of solar panels, because they're out there, they don't always work with all generators and they can be fried. So that's very, very important that you check to make sure that your solar panel is compatible to your generator.
Yep, and now that makes sense if you bought them separately from different companies. So that's why I tell people, you check do your due diligence before you let people talk you into buying things. Make sure that if you're buying from one of the sites on ThomasNet, that everything you buy is compatible, because some people can get inverters and converters, all those things, and then make sure the panels are compatible. So that's absolutely right. Do your due diligence, make sure everything is there. If you need help, consult one of the brothers or sisters, and they'll be happy to help you guys get things going. Thank you for that, Cheryl. Okay.
You're welcome.
So God bless you all. I'm grateful. I'm hope we're going to get this posted. My wife is going to, by God's grace, she'll get this posted for you guys. She keeps everything up to date. All the work you guys see there, you see all that stuff popping up on that site. She's steady at it. She's busy. Our sister Kay, y'all see that hand going up. She don't play. She's the front runner. She's up there on the WhatsApp, keeping things going, and they're monitoring that. Her, my wife, they're all over WhatsApp, helping our people out. Try and keep things in order. It's not easy. So there's a lot that's going on here, guys, that make these things happen for you. So it's not Brother Kevin. There's a whole team here, and God gives us this information, and we just put it out there for you. Sister Kay, you first.
No, I was about to tell Brother Chris that Tassine was on the call, but she had put her information. She just told him that she's a medical missionary. And Brother Chris, if you are on the WhatsApp chat, there are a lot of medical missionaries in that chat. So feel free to post to get what you need, because they're there. They're just a little busy. They may not be posting every 2 seconds, but they are in the chat. There are a lot of people that's a part of the WhatsApp. There Are People Ministries WhatsApp chat public. There are a lot of medical missionaries in there. So make sure that you put your request in there, so you can get all the help that you need.
That sounds amazing. Thank you so much, because the medical missionary is right hand of the gospel, and the more people we could draw into the Bible study, because I'm not kidding, guys. People are actually, every night we have to spend an hour looking for churches in the different zip codes that they are putting up. I praise God for using me in such a powerful way, but we need help to reach more people on that side.
Calling all medical
missionaries.
Not a problem. Calling all medical missionaries. Now, listen, also, guys, if you're on the Tap Match app, there are people sitting on the Tap Match app that's just sitting out on the porch. You didn't pay the $5.99, so you're not getting any matches. So guys, you need to pay the $5.95. Trust me, that's not money we're making. That's not money coming here. It covers the app. Pay that so that you can get your matches, because there's people inside waiting to meet you and match up with you and give you what you need, or you help them with what they need. That's the Tap Match app. So you go on to therearepeople.org. It's not a public match. It is for the There Are People team. If we made it a public app, then everybody wouldn't be SDA, and anybody can come in and all that, and we'll make a lot of money, that kind of thing, because it'll be $25.95. But it's only $6, guys. But it's just for you all to match up with like-minded people, even medical missionary, carpenters, plumbers, people that don't want to live alone, elderly, young, youth, whatever. Where you can share and match up. It gives you 10 matches. And then when you find a person that you either don't match up with or want to switch out, you delete it. It automatically re-updates that. So you'll keep at least 10 matches. You can put in the criteria, who you are, who you're looking for, where you want to go, what you want to do. It is not a dating app. It is not
What's the website?
Say again?
What's that website name again?
Therearepeople.org. TherearePeople.org. And then click on Join Tap Match App. It's only on our website, Tap Match App, and it matches you up with like-minded brothers and sisters that has a business or something they can share with other people. Plus, in our store on therearepeople.org, go into the store, and there is and it costs a lot of money. It's $3. There is matter of fact, if you can put them in the chat for me, or Rita, my wife, if you guys put those in the chat, there are vetting forms so that you can vet people that you want to move onto your land, and it covers all kinds of things. And then there are vetting forms for the people that moving onto your land, that they can vet you and ask all kinds of things as well. So we got vetting form A and B there, and there's a lot more stuff free in our store. So do check the store, everybody. That's there. So the Tap Match app at therearepeople.org and sign up. Go to our website. If you're not registered, go to therearepeople.org and sign up for the weekly emails. You'll see a lot of things coming your way. And then don't forget the book, To the Country and Live. The art book just came out 2 days ago. It is here. And we've been working on this book for a while, and it's here. It's got all kinds of things, even foraging for wild plants and mushrooms, y'all. I mean, this book, I cover so much in this book. How do you deal with your dead? How to deal when there's nobody, no cell, when there's all chaos. How do you deal with bodies? I know y'all don't want to hear that because it's going to keep you out. But there's a process and steps and methods and things that must be done legally and hygienically that must be done. It's all in here, step by step by step. Okay, all your record keeping, schools, how to start schools, how to educate people, how to barter, how to do service. There's whole chapters in here on what bartering really is, guys, how to get those things going. This is why when the Bible talks about your gold and silver be cast into the street, your skills and your tools are going to be your income, your source. God has you covered. And he says your bread and water shall be sure, which means you're not going to die. He's got something else for you to do. He's got a job for you to do. So we have to trust God in all things. With that, let's pray. Heavenly Father, God in heaven, we just thank you for tonight. Thank you for this Zoom. Lord, forgive us our sins and our transgressions. Lord, forgive us for our slowfulness. Forgive us, God, for sometimes just getting in your way. So, God, as we let go now and let you guide us, God, that we be able to propel us, God, at an accelerated rate for country living, sustainability, and preparation. But first, God, character change. Our character must change, because it's truly our character that makes it into heaven. That's the only thing we take with us. The generators, the chargers, the panels that don't compare with the generator will not make it in heaven. God, is our character that must be right. So God, change us, wash us, cleanse us, God, wash us whiter than full of soap, God, that we be found righteous in thy sight. Bless everyone here that hears this Zoom, God, on the sound of my voice, that they just be blessed, God, substantially, God, so that they're ready to go, and that our names be found in the Lamb's Book of Life. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. So thank you, guys. I'm excited. That being that, you guys can, you ain't got to stay. You got to go. But you can unmute and say bye-bye. Everybody good? Everything good? We do Sabbath service, 1 o'clock on Sabbath Saturday, 1 o'clock Central. We have Sabbath service, and we're back. And I think there's something coming up for the teachers, surprise stuff coming up for the teachers. We do got AI training and a few other things coming up for you guys for the academy. Okay? So look out your emails. God bless you, everybody. Good night.
God bless you too. Good night.
Man, good night. God bless.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Hi, Dr. Iki.
Good night.
Bye-bye. Good night.
Good
All
night.
right, Brother
Good night,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Brother
Good night.
Kevin, I'm
Bye.
still here.
Awesome people. Opal, good to see you back here now.
Okay.
There you go. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody.
Yes.
Another question.
Take care.
Somebody got a question? Go ahead.
No.
Okay, thought I heard somebody. Justine got a testimony, but she didn't give it.
We don't recognize the event.
God bless you, everybody. Good night.
God bless you too, Kevin. Good night.
Testimony is not quite ready yet.
All right, when that testimony get ready to see you, give it.
I will definitely.
Start
I'm
thanking God.
shopping for another mic. Do you have a recommendation for a really good mic?
Yeah, I love this mic. And this is just go run on down to Walmart. Walmart got some awesome mics.
Really?
You don't have to spend a lot of money on a mic. I mean,
Okay.
everybody got some good mics at Walmart. So just go on down to Walmart and get you.
Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you.
Especially our teachers, you guys, make sure your equipment is right, guys. Walmart got laptops with great speed, and then they also have the satellite down there that Elon Musk uses. I was driving today, and I saw a lady had one sitting out by her trailer.
Wait before you bring it in, because you'll know that the plugs are on it.
Okay.
Yep.
Somebody is talking over you.
That's all right. They do
Brother,
You have
Brother
to figure it
Kevin,
out.
Yes, sir.
what's up with Dr. Keith? He had told me I could have reached out to him, but his number has changed.
Then how would I know what's up with Dr. Key? You gonna get me in trouble? No, I don't know, honestly.
Okay.
What's
Be
up
a
with Terry?
blessing. Stay everywhere, everyone.
All right. God bless you, everybody.
I'll call you.
God
All
bless
right, give me
you
a call.
too.
God bless you. Jill Kennedy, I see you hiding over there.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. All right, Steve, Renier, who's all still there? Our Petunia's there. Malika.
Destina is there too.
You guys got to go home.
Brother Kevin,
Yes.
I have one of your book. Is this different?
Yes, ma'am. This is the new one. By God's grace, you have Country Living, just about everything, including God, more than a guidebook. That's the one you have. This one is called To the Country and Live, the Ark. This book is there. It's 42 chapters of step by step. Again, we couldn't even put pictures in here. Honestly, look, it's all information. And it walks you right through. It's visual information because it just melts in your brain. I mean, things you don't even think about is here.
Okay.
Miss. And
I got
go ahead.
I got your number. I'm gonna text you and talk to you one of these days because I need done.
Yes, this is right on Amazon. So just go to country. Just go to the country and live on Amazon, or type in Kevin Fuller on Amazon. Kevin L. Fuller on Amazon.
Okay.
Yes.
Where is Shasta County?
Shasta County?
Yeah.
In what state?
I don't know. It just there's a.
Or just Google it. Google where is Shasta County. Well, there's probably a lot of Shasta counties because we have over 50 states. Plus, we're gonna make Canada, Jamaica, Puerto Rico. No, Puerto Rico's already a state. We're gonna make Canada a state pretty soon, according to Donald Trump. We'll make Canada great again.
Whatever.
Right. Whatever. So God bless you.
Yeah, somebody's gonna do it.
Somebody says Shasta County is in Northern California.
Okay.
That's in California?
Yeah, a Shasta County. Again, there's multiple counties with the same name.
The person that's gonna do the tour, Leverett, somebody called.
Yes, it's in California. California.
Oh, that's Cali. Okay.
Okay, there you go.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, I'm finna unplug y'all. God bless you.